Hey,
expansion.
baby.
Jury duty.
Jury duty.
Joey Duty.
Domain expansion.
Joey.
DMV.
Did you sign the form? I don't even have any of the fucking forms. All right, sir, don't yell. You can step out of line and.
What? Flash, 100-yard dash.
Can't tell you how many times I've seen that fucking movie.
It's a great movie, but when you watch it a lot, it doesn't hold up as well as other Disney movies.
What movie?
Zootopia.
Oh, I just watched that.
Where are we going? We're going to the fastest people we know,
Yeah.
the DMV run by sloths.
Super funny joke the very first time you watch it.
It's pretty good.
I'm about to crash out about it.
Have you read the OVA for Zootopia?
Give me the gummy. Give me the gummy.
We should make it like a
Not on me.
make it like a Ted Nye Vision moment where it's the 400 milligram edible,
It's not Scar.
the 400 milligram edible nerds rope.
We started him off with a 5 milligram at most.
It's Andrew. No, 10.
No.
10 to
No,
start.
you start with 5.
See, that's how I got Chelsea PTSD for edibles. So is assuming that you can just go big at the start.
No. You cut an edible in half.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Or better yet, which I've done before, you give them a CBD gummy and then they
tell
act
them.
high
Yeah.
for an hour and a half, and then you're like, okay, you didn't take anything. This is just what your brain thinks you should be acting like. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, do you want your actual gummy now? I'm like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna watch cartoons. Come on.
Or it's gonna be like me with the chili back.
I don't give them alcohol.
Jeremy, like 10 beers deep, is thinking boofing is a great idea.
Yeah, it is. Always is. What are you talking about?
And then I'm sitting there catatonic until liquid just comes out of my throat.
Ooh, title idea: Boofing in the Catacombs.
Not the catacombs.
That's a Dungeons and Dunderheads After Dark thing.
Yeah, boofing in the catacombs.
Booth in the catacombs.
I'm pretty sure there's only like 3 sites that'll allow us to upload anything to do with that.
All right.
And they all make good money.
3, 2, 1. We got our first sponsor. We're super excited about it. Our music and audio is now brought to you by Describe. If you're looking for just the right ambiance for your spooky dungeon crawl, check out Describe's catalog of sound and music. If you're really looking to scare your players, then you can even use Describe's narration tools as they perfectly describe the dungeon that you're about to enter. You pass the threshold of the storied place and find yourself in the first chamber. A hallway rampant with junk. Any carvings, statues, gnarled sconces on the walls have been obscured by the considerable piles of old and broken equipment. Slashed leather, frayed ropes, dented helms, soiled bedrobes, discarded by adventurers past, perhaps dropped in favor of plunder found deeper within. A trail cuts through the dragon's hoard of debris to the door that will lead you further in. You glimpse a skeletal hand hanging out of one of the mound's fingers, extending spider-like toward the door as if eager for spoils that might be left within. And if that's not enough for you, you can have access to pre-made maps, soundscapes, and their Foundry module to fit exactly what you're looking for on the fly. If this sounds as cool to you as it does to us, because we're really going to be using this in the future, it's super awesome, then you can use code DUNDER to get a 30-day free trial. That's code DUNDER at checkout. Links below. Thanks for listening, and thank you, Describe, for checking us out and sponsoring the show. Hello!
I was. Sorry. I'll leave. Sorry.
This is for the best.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. Fuck. Alright. Been a nice campaign, guys.
I thought Lizzie was getting up to follow. It's like, I'm also out of here. Actually, Andrew, way too angry all the time.
You just moved the timeline up.
Oui.
Oh, man. Hi, welcome back to Dungeons and Dunderheads. My name is Andrew. I'll be your DM for the evening. This is our second session of the day. It is the session before the penultimate session, before the final session. So, with that, we have a few things we need to get to.
Fifth to last episode.
Sessioning.
The session.
Third. We're not playing next week.
The next two session in-persons are going to be cut into 2 episodes. So there's 4 episodes.
Ooh, mayhaps.
Fifth to last.
Mayhaps. I don't know yet. That'll be an editing Andrew to make. So,
Hi, Andrew.
man, look at you.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's just getting taller and taller, ain't it, buddy? Yeah, I know.
No,
I know.
don't talk to you for tomorrow.
You're going to forget about this, and then you're going to be editing. You're going to be like, oh.
Dude, there have been times where I've gone through editing, I forgot a joke that we made, and have just either been like, ugh, or died at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's great.
With that, hi, we're playing the Queen's Rooks. This is our game where basically our intrepid people, they don't like it when I give them titles. I can call them heroes, they don't like it. I can call them something mean, they don't like it. People.
Right on the money, really.
Our intrepid players have been working against the unnamed god who is trying to bring the material plane into the Shadowfell so he can be lord over all of it. With that, we're going to go around the table and speak to our players really quick, starting with...
Also, can we add an intrusive thought that our character would have?
Ooh,
Sure.
Yeah.
that's really funny. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Jeremy. I'm playing Styx Rottenwing, the Grave Cleric, who, if you watched last episode, really doesn't like necromancers. Burning an 8th level not sacred flame, guiding bolt to the dome.
Out of existence.
Styx's intrusive thought right now is thinking about, well, if it's an unnamed god, can I just name him the god of Doo-Doo Head?
Solid point. Valid.
I'm
Can't argue
naming
with it.
him. We're gonna name him, and we're gonna make it mean.
All right. Well, with that, what is Styx?
Grave Cleric. I said that.
Did he? I may have just not been listening.
I got my intro down pat. Just
You
saying.
do. You do.
Rewind the tape. Let us know if you had it right.
Who's next?
I am playing Sayil.
Ooh.
Moon Song. Fey Warlock. Glamour Bard. Intrusive Thought.
Said it right.
Could I kill Tristani and take over the tree? No, that's too much.
Just want everything, man. Trees, water.
I was freely given an inch and now I'm scoping out a mile. Sam.
Give a mouse. Give a mouse a crumb.
I am Sam. I am playing Cat, the Hexblade, Dampier, Soul Knife, Warlock thing. My intrusive thought is who would taste better, Nizzy, Jotun, or Sail? Alyssa.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. I'm playing Alyssa, Tabaxi, Artificing Rune Knight. And Alyssa's intrusive thought is, I wonder if I can figure out how to make like a magnificent mansion, but it's just a recreation of Sunhome. And we take the unnamed god, the librarian, and Elda Conan in there. No, that's too far. That's too far.
Andrew, what's your intrusive thought?
My intrusive thought is why don't enough of my NPCs have Meteor Swarm?
Stop.
Why do not NPCs have meteors?
One of them did, and they used it twice. That's plenty in my mind, Andrew.
Yeah.
Is that just a busted spell?
Yeah.
It is the highest damaging output spell, period.
It's what
Final Fantasy's Apocalypse or whatever.
it's what Elda
It's casting
Conan,
Bahamut.
it's what Elda Conan opened with.
Well, she's
with-
dead,
and closed
kind
with.
of.
You get a whole bunch of people casting it in one spot?
Yep.
We should have all been sorcerers so we could have all cast Meteor Swarm at the same time.
All soul flame sorcerers. This campaign would have gone by so fast as you would have TPK'd yourselves or nuked everything around you.
We come across one beholder and it looks at us. Ah!
Why I'm playing a story. we are going to hit anti-magic fields next campaign. We have to.
I'm just saying my crit guiding bolt did more damage than the Meteor Swarm.
No, it didn't.
Meteor Swarm is 20d6.
Yeah,
I did
it's above
22.
So if it crits, then it's 40d6, my dude.
Yeah, and
You
it
can't crit a meteor swarm. It's an AoE.
Isn't there like a thing where you can actually like...
She can maximize her damage because she
Soul
used
Flame.
Soul Flame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she soul
okay.
flamed it. And
That's
she
what
made
I'm
it a max
So
damage.
she max damaged
So
it.
you did not out damage.
There is empowered
I did
spell.
over half of it.
Yeah.
It's impressive. You fed her a vanilla communion wafer and blew her fucking head off.
Which, speaking of, let's get into it. Last we left off, you guys all discussed PEMDAS order of operations, what you would like to go do, all that kind of stuff. And Kex, while the rest of you were drinking, gallivanting, decided to set up an ambush. He had told you guys pretty much throughout the week he was doing this. You guys were like, cool, that's great. And then he woke up and he's like, today's the day. And you guys were like, with that, you guys went down into the Stones Causeway, ambushed Hurry. The perfect setup, I might add, of just being like, yeah, symbol. It doesn't matter if you noticed it or not.
Brain dead Yolov, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you guys nuked all of the undead with stunned. Yola being the only one that managed to break out of it.
Inescapable
And then-
stunned.
Yeah, inescapable stun. Just for a straight minute, they just sat there like vegetables. Like
Sucks.
you guys then went through, detonated Professor Hurry's face with the Wrath of Kalimvor, then proceeded to just turn all the other undead around to dust. And Professor Hurry's control over Yolov failed at that point in time, making him slump over, just being a corpse. And after that, you guys kind of got together, decided the next order of operations. Professor Hurry going over to Ortova, apparently to apply, you'd think, to be possibly a member of the Cabal. But before that, noticed that water, it's purple. Well, that's a cool color. It ain't the right color. Went and investigated that, found out that there is an aboleth that has taken over the waters here. Sail, not so much the seaman, instead a river boy, called on your brother, who is a seaman.
Yep. And he burst forth to help me.
Yep. You called him forth, to which he was like, oh, this is awful. It's salty, ooey, and gooey, and I don't like it. It's viscous with slime on top.
It's all slimy.
I may have had that joke prepped for a minute. You guys asked, hey, after you took care of the aboleth together, because it's a CR10 creature, you guys had a actual contingent of an army behind you, plus all of your 16 level characters and Patharos. I didn't even bother rolling. Like, it was a matter of just crushing it under the actual will of two sons of the Water Court.
Drop Patharos.
Yeah, you guys asked, hey, just like, hey, Patharos, we know that there's a undead hideout down there. Do you feel it? And he was like, yep, I do. You mind go checking it out? I will. As he sunk back into the sea, giving Alyssa finger guns on the way by, and asking Sael to have a shower ready for him because this stuff stinks. So with that, we pick up you guys on the shore of the Stones Causeway, watching Patharos underneath the waves, as Minister Aglar will look around and be like, I'd recommend we go.
Yes.
Okay.
To Morose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any way we can throw a herringbone in Cabas's plan? Anything?
Are you asking me? You asking Minister
Aglar.
Aguilar? Do you know what her plan is?
Looks like she was trying to enlist, as I point to the husk, into the cabal.
I think we did a good job then.
It's a very scary fact that it seems like they could make more members, and we have killed a couple.
I think there might be openings.
Right, but that doesn't mean that
Maybe. I hope they weren't all Cabasy.
Bastion will chuckle as he's picking up Hurry's body.
Sorry you didn't get to blow stuff up.
Hey, I've learned, being in the thick of things hurts. This seems like it went really well. I'm actually happy with it. We're
This
good.
did go really well. Maybe put that outside as like a lawn ornament or something.
Question.
He holds it over the water.
Somebody might get their hands
wait.
on it. We haven't made it so they can't bring it back.
That's why I was asking.
Good show.
What if I brought it back and just sent it to Cabas?
Like as a Zambi? So that they can't revivify it?
Sticks.
That's funny.
If Styx ever asked for one like freebie pass from Kellamvor, it would be this.
Not resing my dead dad, but sending Hurry back.
No, this is create undead.
Yeah.
What we thinking, Big K?
You probably think it was funny. You might get a chuckle.
Personally, I think that is a great idea.
I am not going to tell you that it is a good or a bad idea simply for the fact that if you do it, I will laugh.
I'm not saying don't. I'm saying from what I understand of Big K, he might not appreciate it. I don't know his sense of humor.
All I'm saying is one time stop would be really good, helpful.
She'd just be a zombie, I think.
I don't know. How
I'm a
zombies
little
work.
worried
I've never
about-
actually been in the process of creating one.
I'm a little worried about bringing a necromancer back with necromancy, though.
We've given freebies to like so many people, like that one person who just kept shoving them inside of a bag.
Can I do a kind of check to understand if this might work?
Might work?
Or backfire.
I mean, yeah, like it.
Undoubtedly, you have access to the spell. It will work.
But would Styx know if a necromancer might have some kind of contingency? Not like the spell, but like.
That's not really something you can make a check for so much. That's just, it's one of those, do you think she would?
I think just an area.
I would say you can probably do like an investigation check over her to see if you see like glyphs, sigils, things like that.
Okay.
Oh, we could.
Styx is going to take a quick second and be like, he's going to send up a prayer. He's going to be like, this is a way for us to throw off the cabal as Cabas is expecting Hurry. She's not expecting Hurry to be in this state. Do I hear anything back?
Just sending a random prayer up? No.
Yeah,
We
do I
could
have a
turn
fifth
her into
level?
a zombie, send her to the meeting, and give her like
flowers.
a bunch of shatters or something. So just boom, when she gets there.
I was gonna say, we do have a soul knife rogue. We do have a corpse that we could make walk. We could weekend at Bernie's it.
I have
don't
not
think
heard of
that's
this
how Kex
plan.
works.
Not exactly how my. What are you inferring that I?
We could disguise you. You look like Yolov. And then we could send you in with the animated corpse, and then the rest of us could be invisible and just do your contingent.
I think that is a funny idea,
Yes.
but an awful one.
Yes. And it just might work.
I'm rapid firing this. Commune.
Okay. You guys commune.
gonna ask Kellenborg if I can do this. Like, literally, I'm just gonna be like, I
think this would be
am. I am never going to use this spell in any capacity other than to arrest control of other undead servants. I think that this might help us shake Cabus's or her, like, I'm blanking on the word, but like
Resolve?
yeah. Sending her a, hey, you don't get to enlist anybody.
We could get the tattoo person.
That takes time.
Yeah.
Does Kellenborg think it's funny?
Kellenborg might give it a little chuckle.
Cutting a puppet's strings before they can dance the macabre. To have them performed by another hand. Would be a show indeed.
That wasn't a no.
That wasn't a no.
Thank you so much.
Shout out Big K.
I hope this puppet's fall brought you joy.
A wayward soul set right. Brings balance.
Excellent. I guess the only other question I'll have is, do you know where the Lady of Shadows is? First one was a question. Second one was using a question to say thank you. And the third one was a question.
Yeah, I gotcha. A blight moves across your city. Oftentimes, even my own eyes cannot see. But a touch of shadow within the roots of a tree.
Thank you. You will do right by your name.
The connection will fade, and you almost hear a slight chuckle.
The best prank to ever.
I just, and you guys are going to see for the probably first and only time, Kix is going to go up to this corpse, cast Create Undead.
That's crazy, Kicks.
That is crazy that I just did that.
Yeah.
Sticks.
I didn't know I had that in me. That's
All
insane.
right. So, you ignore the 150 gold pieces of onyx stone
Yeah.
due to your blessing.
Stonecaller? Mess up.
Would that be more like Earth?
Like, do a little shuffle on the ground.
What slot are you using for this? Is it just a 6?
I only have 6, yeah.
Okay. You guys watch as golden threads, small little chains, start to grasp and move the body of Hurry. Her burnt out eyes
I have a,
as pulled up on strings. She doesn't actually mobily move. Instead,
I have a task for you. Go to your meeting with Cabus. mechanically, I'm assuming that if I tell her to do this, it would be like normally I could control them, but I'm just sending it on a mission. I cannot tell them to do.
You need to be within X amount of feet, I believe it's 120, to issue new commands. But if you just give a blanket command for them to go do, they will try and do that.
What was the spiciest spell in her spellbook that we have?
That Hurry has?
Time stop.
Wouldn't really do much.
But she could cast more shit.
Huh?
She could cast more shit.
She had Time Stop, Power Word Kill,
Oh, that's too high.
Dance Macabre,
That's kind
Circle
of
of Death, Confusion. Let's see, what else does she have? Mind Blank.
Yes. Mind Blink Canvas.
Well, until the one willing creature is immune to psychic damage is what it does. It doesn't actually make them go like summon undead, all that kind of stuff. I will say, you inherently know she has no capability to cast magic currently.
okay. So she's just a corpse.
She is essentially a ghast. She's a slightly more intelligent zombie.
That would be really broken if I could do that to like 20th level.
spellcasters.
Yeah.
Just send her up there and tell her to flip them off.
You can still put something with a glyph of warding on there.
I don't have no.
Don't have the spell.
No. I took symbol instead today
Okay.
because I wouldn't be casting glyph because
I thought you made some with glyphs in already.
yes, that was done at the end of the first week. Because everybody has a glyph as heal when they go down for the first time.
Okay.
So
You guys need to remember that, by the way. I will not.
It's in my,
I'll remember.
it's in my inventory.
Almost had to use it.
I'll write out a note. And I'll just write regards, signed the Broken Wings. And I'm going to hand it to her. And I'm going to be like, please deliver this to Cabot. Oh, that's gross.
Perfect.
I don't like this. I got the okay. I don't like this.
Elusive person.
This was your idea.
And then I'll send her off.
She will turn around and start to head out. You see as she kind of like hobbles away.
Would I have a sensor or something so we could watch?
Not here. You'd have to go up to the perihelion.
I could scry on her. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimate Broken Wings prank.
Hell yeah.
wanted to
I am so torn on if I give you guys a dice for that, because that is summoning undead, which is antithetical to the Raven Queen and Kalimvor, but even Kalimvor was like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Also, I do think that it is very poetic
It is.
that Styx is sending
The Necromancer.
the Necromancer as a puppet to Cabus.
Yeah. Take a dice. Take a dice. I can't not give you one for something that dope.
We need some. We need some.
Gray and red.
Who took the illusionist bracers?
Nobody.
I didn't take them. Because I would have to spend my bonus action, so it would kind of misuse the purpose. I was looking at them because I could bonus action healing word and then 2 cantrip, but I can't.
Does nothing for me.
Can't even give him to Saffron.
Bastion. Give it to Bastion.
You haven't Bastion.
Bastion is equipped out.
Like fully.
Daniel?
Daniel doesn't cast
cantrips.
any.
The pally.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have
Portia.
Let me look at
Fifth
Bastion
level
really
Portia,
quick.
here's your very rare item.
I think that maybe we hold on to them and maybe there's somebody in the final.
Grave Cleric could
Be
help.
helpful.
We'll just hold on to them for now. I could equip them, but I
Even
would probably
Aglar
not.
might be able to use them pretty well. He's a wizard.
We could use them as a bargaining tool for Jeb.
Actually.
Or give it to a caster that we know that's a friend.
You will see.
Give it to Clifton.
I'm thinking above level 10 for the very rare items.
What am I using for my 4th tuna set?
You proffer this over to Bastion. This would essentially let him cast like a quicken magic without using a thing for it. So you see him hum and haw about it as he pulls out a Shadowfell shard. This is something that he's been attuned to for a while. This specifically for sorcerers from his time with Camus. And he kind of like looks at himself and looks at the shard. I've had him use it in the background, that kind of thing, but it is it's kind of antithetical to me now.
Yeah.
Quite. What's it do?
You can.
It's touched by the Shadowfell, and it brings a bit of its essence with you. When a sorcerer enhances their magic, then you can use some of that dread to affect somebody else.
You can make people scared when you do your sorcerer thing.
They have disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, we don't really.
I have this one, and then he has a fire one as well. This one I'm keeping.
Yeah.
This one feels right.
That
But
one.
this one,
I think it's time for that.
I think it's time for that to.
During all of that, what was Bastion's? Did Bastion also smile at me sending a?
he legitimately thinks this is hilarious.
Excellent.
Daniel, though, is just like,
I'm gonna be like Daniel.
Dicks.
Daniel, this is the first and only time you will ever see me do that. And if you ever see me do it again, it will be to take control and then immediately dispel it. Kelmvor gave me the okay.
but I was here. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know if he would have heard.
I heard you asking questions.
Okay.
I'm listen.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Alyssa,
Yeah.
McGuire, eat this, please.
What is it?
The Shadowfell crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We get rid of my choir.
so our prank is in motion.
Yes.
Mother
For
breath.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I would like to
Yeah, well,
drop this off.
Right.
that's one way to say it. I mean, I think where are we bringing him?
His tomb.
Pride's call.
Yeah, I was thinking Price Call.
Just put it in the cold for a little bit.
We can bury him under the tree.
I have
He has a tomb he got stolen out of.
Yeah, exactly. He got stolen out of it.
my own intentions.
Okay. So I guess we'll head to Morose, and I think that we should just go to Morose and then bring him after, because that'll be the end of our day.
Okay, I'll just be carrying him around the entire day.
You see that?
McGuire!
And Bastion will look over and be like, if you don't mind, I can carry him. We can trade off. Or if you feel like that's a burden you need to bear, I understand it.
It's a burden I need to bear. But if I need you to bear it for a minute, I will let you know.
He'll nod, and he will, Nope, doesn't got the spell. Never mind.
Well, I was thinking about casting levitate on myself, but I could cast it on the body, and we just.
No.
Like a sad balloon.
Bastion will just be like, hey, treat it with some reverence.
Sorry. I was just trying to problem solve.
Also, anybody want to look at that armor?
Off of Yolov?
Yeah, I'll take a look at that.
I figured scavenging Hurry was okay. I didn't want to.
Yeah, same.
It fell off of him. Is what Andrew
It
said.
crawled off of
It
him.
crawled off of him.
It's the symbiote.
Right? Anybody
I'm
wanna,
guessing that it's cursed.
well, you want to identify it while we're walking? And
Okay.
As it latches onto him and kills him.
I might be able to use.
It is living carapace armor.
Okay.
It is a +1 breastplate, effectively.
Okay.
And should you attune to it, this armor has its own intelligence and stats and all that kind of stuff. It's when you attune to it, it can then see out of your eyes and hear things that you hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be a 15 +2 for Dex for an AC of 17 normally, and that's it.
No.
Is that it?
Do I know how smart it is?
It does not give you a idea of that. It is smart enough to understand speech.
Okay. Okay. So that is a living sentient creature that when you put it on can see out of your eyes through some kind of ability.
Also, while wearing it, you have resistances to necrotic, poison, and psychic.
And it gives resistance to necrotic, poison, and psychic, that's pretty good. Medium armor.
Do we give it to Kex? Let's just hold on to it. Well, let's put pin in it.
You get the idea as you look into it. There's a psychic probe back,
Yeah.
almost questioning. Like, what do you want?
I'll do like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
It's not words so much as feelings, as is just acceptance.
Can you ask it if it's bad?
I mean, we took care of.
Friend.
Affirmative.
It affirms that it is a friend. It does not say it is cursed, but it is alive.
Can we hold on to it
Yes.
and see if I can do something with this later, maybe?
Hungry.
What eat? I'll hold out a granola bar to the armor.
Does not eat it.
Okay.
Help for food.
Help for food. Later.
Hungry.
What eat?
Blood.
Can I hear it with my
It's not words so much as intention.
intention?
Yeah.
You're humming in certain ways.
Yeah, like I want to above table. I want to talk to, if I am able, to Yolov before I do anything with this armor, and I want maybe Alyssa to help me make it look a little more me.
Sleep.
I'm confused.
This armor has the appearance of Demir.
Yeah.
I would like, if I'm going to wear it, for it to not.
It's stock black.
Yeah, it's black kite.
Oh, you gave it a depiction earlier as Demir.
Nope. I depicted it as Black Chitin.
I still might ask you to spruce it. If it's allowed, if it's okay with that.
You
She
certainly
hits the living armor with a
You
hammer.
can certainly ask me. I am currently very engrossed in this novel. You would not believe how hard these Sudoku puzzles are.
It's the fucking New York Times mini.
You can look up living armor, by the way. It's in D&D
I saw it. Cool. So let's head to Mother Morose. I'm assuming Aglar and his crew are gonna stay down here for damage control.
Yep, they're doing cleanup, basically. They're speaking on behalf of the Rodali sisters. Because they are not happy with what happened.
That's the second time we've probably pissed them off.
I'm not a fan of theirs, and they're not a fan of mine. That's life.
About to say, no love lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it, question about that armor, just real quick. Does it invoke disadvantage on stealth?
Chest plate.
Because it is breastplate and it's medium.
Breastplate specifically doesn't
Okay.
invoke disadvantage on stealth.
Okay. That was my only major question.
You could take medium armor master. If only knew what to do with that last feat.
Okay, so how far is Mother Morose from here? She's down in this general.
Below, under the tree.
If we get to my waterways, we might be able to step into my court and step out of my court somewhere closer because this is my domain.
You already used it.
Wouldn't be able to do that today. You call your brother forward with Aros.
Also, asked about the Lady of Shadows. She seems to be in the root system of V2 Ghazi, specifically
Say
a
what?
tree.
Where?
The roots of Vitugazi.
I think specifically he said base of tree or roots of tree.
Kelemvor told you this.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said that he
if you
did
get
not-
onto the Perihelion, you can literally link into the HUD and start controlling all these drones if you want to. Just start looking around.
Yeah. I want to do that, but I don't know how long it'll take to get to the Perihelion to do that, or if I can just write to somebody to tell them to tell the other people to go to look at it.
Before you guys leave, you can tell Aglar, and he will try to take care of it. I'd say it'd probably take you guys the same amount of time for you to. It'd actually take you a little bit longer to go to the Perihelion than it would take them to get to Mother Morose.
Okay.
What about a raven?
As the bird flies, you'd have to get above ground, but you're gonna have to do that anyways. So you could do that.
To confirm, you two are the ones talking to Morose, not all four of us.
We can all go if we'd like.
I was planning on going with him.
Me too. Yeah.
You do not have to, though.
I just know that she hates when people repeat themselves and are loud. So
We can mind link, and then I can basically share with the group.
I don't plan on talking. I don't like her.
okay, whatever allows me to just keep reading, I'll do that.
Okay. Probably going to the perihelion and instructing people to do stuff while you read.
Okay,
That way you're relatively uninterrupted.
cool.
So we'll go to Morose. You'll go up to Perry-Leon. Daniel Bastion. Daniel comes with us.
Yeah.
And Bastion I guess we'll all go.
Do you want me to go with you, or do you want me to take care of... Then he looks around, sees just a bunch of ash piles. Never mind, I'll come with you.
There's not cleanup.
Yep.
Really.
Just social stuff, and I don't do that.
We appreciate your social contributions all the time.
Thanks.
I just have to say, almost everything that anybody says to Daniel sounds kind of condescending.
I'm sorry.
I took it earnestly.
Oh.
Thank you.
I did not. Okay, we start.
I meant it earnestly.
Okay. Let's venture on.
Actually, I will take my staff out. I'll cast levitate on it, sit on it, and like, would you pull me?
I walk away.
Daniel, would you pull me?
No. It's demeaning.
Would somebody please pull me?
Bastion sighs and pushes it instead of pulls it.
Thank you.
You-
I have to write. Don't do that. And the book balanced on like one leg. I'm like,
I think a witch is very suiting of your personality.
thank you. I agree. I am a mean old witch.
I was going to correct you and say that was an insult, but I think you got it.
You're a pretty witch.
And you're
Am I a pretty witch?
And you're a grouchy old
No.
priest, a match made in heaven.
Don't
I'm
say
not
priest.
attuned to your cloak anymore, but I'm
Priest
still wearing
has a very specific connotation that the stick is avoiding.
juror.
Yeah.
So, you guys take a little bit of time, head on over to, what was it? I forget the tavern's name.
Oh,
It was something witty.
she
think it
has
was like
her
the
own
Nightingale or
bar
something
under
like that.
Vidugazi. I have to like her a little bit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think it was like the Nightingale.
Get some of that nectar. I'm just so curious.
You guys get there, you see the two ogre guards. Rule.
Hello. May we speak,
Oh,
Rose?
you're the pretty one.
Thank you.
Yep. Hello, Stinky.
That's coming from them. That's crazy.
Finally,
Nice to
somebody
see
else
you
but
again.
me.
Nice to see you.
Are you coming with?
No, she's up on the perihelion.
I'm just double checking.
Could I borrow your griffin?
Allison?
Certainly.
Hey, you haven't even used it yet.
I know. It's because it takes like days to come back, and I want it. It's the potion that I don't want to use until the last boss fight.
And then you don't use it
Is
in
it
the
a
last
one-time use or is it a recharge?
You can use it for 6 hours, and it has to be out for 24 after use.
Okay.
We'll be back in a day and a half.
Let me double check that.
Okay. Because I want to be going with the ornithopters.
At 5 days. So it takes, you can use it for up to 6 hours, and then it's out for 5 days.
Yeah.
We would have it by.
I'll find a different way.
That's partly the recharge time is why I have it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. When he opens up, you see the massive moth who has its proboscis down. Wait, I keep doing that. What is the actual word? No, it is a proboscis,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is.
Yeah, that's the actual word.
Andrew's,
I think I've pronounced
Jeremy's
it
just memeing.
proboscis before,
Subscribe.
but I could have misread
No.
it.
No, it's proboscis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proboscis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just too close. We talked about it a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's proboscis down inside of a vat of nectar. Just
Hello. Also, just visual wise, I know that she's a moth. Is it like a lunar moth? Or...
it is.
Okay, cool. I figured as much. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like picturing like a common house moth or something like
No,
that.
I imagine it was a lunar moth. I'm like, a big, cool Fey spirit lunar moth has to be helped out by the moon song spirit guy.
Fair weather friends.
What do you... I haven't killed you yet. What do you mean fair weather?
She's fair weather.
Oh, yeah.
Mother Morose kind of turns around, hearing the door open up. It's like, oh, hello, my friend.
So I can tell everybody and we don't have to repeat what she says.
Oh, sure. To who?
Just everybody. That's the 5 of us. Can you do 5?
I can do 4.
I don't need to be a part of it, says Daniel. I probably am not going to be talking anyways.
You, me, and Sticks. Who else?
Bastion.
Bastion. Bastion.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
2 hours.
Ooh.
I'll turn back around so that they can hear and do not have to have anything be repeated unnecessarily.
So kind of you. Hello.
Hello.
I've heard that you were successful, but is that a permanent thing?
Yes, Athos has been shepherded to a permanent afterlife. Hands of Kelimvor himself, he went. Much to his own great relief.
Well, I think it's time for me to move then. As without him keeping me here, I think it's much time for her to see the sky.
Has the egg changed at all since the last time me and Sayil were here?
Not an
The
egg.
moth?
No, the egg.
It's not an egg.
The baby.
The baby moth.
How much has it changed?
Well, it's grown a little bit. Not incredibly much, but a little.
It's been like a couple days.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm just
over a
trying to
week.
see
Oh, yeah.
like
It's been about 8.
To volunteer some information between friends, the Lady of Shadows appears to have made some sort of a nest or foothold in the roots of V2 Gazi.
I don't think it is so much a nest as it is possibly some, what do you call it? Contingencies.
What? Could you explain that?
Yes. She and Matron Cabas paid me a visit. And they assured me it would not happen within my halls, but that they were going to be setting up a way to get to the foot of Itugazi quickly. A place that they can recall themselves to.
I see.
So, I doubt that they're there right now, so much as they have been and gone.
Would you mind providing some directions to this place? Just straight up.
Itugazi is a very large place. I don't know where they put it, but within the roots, probably on the surface. That way they don't get stuck in the ground. Matron Cabas is a very capable woman, but I think even she wouldn't like to be bisected through stone.
No.
She's quite upset with you, by the way.
For burning her hut and all her clones?
Yes, actually, you. And you.
Yeah. That was intentional to make her mad.
Oh, it worked.
I'm sure it did.
I'm learning quite a bit as I look at her book.
Yes, I will. I owe you some of this nectar, as she will You see she kind of ventures forth and pulls a few vials. Here you go. It's 3 vials.
Thank you.
That has some of the world sap as well as some of the waters mixed in. You should be able to concentrate the sap back out if you need.
Do you have any advice on our application of those 3 vials, seeing as you are the expert in them?
What is your intention with them?
To support our side against the shadow.
It would make a great salve. You could feed it and dilute that into water. You could feed many.
This would probably go some way towards restoring some of the negative effects we've been seeing throughout the city.
Correct. You could fix tainted waterways, cure the sick, accelerate others. She looks at her moth companion that is the size of an elephant at the moment.
When you leave, will you return?
Oh, of course. I'll be up above with you now. That is our deal, is it not?
It is.
Delightful.
Is there anything specifically you think that nectar could affect and help us with in Orzova? As that seems to be.
You may be able to, maybe too late for you and your friend. But others that may encounter disease that would be afflicting them there, I would almost guarantee a sip of the nectar. You wouldn't need to worry about that anymore. You'd be immune for quite some time.
What would happen if me and my friend had any of it?
Do you have any idea?
I have none. I don't deal much with the undead or lycanthropes. Sorry, dear, I can smell it on you.
He wears it proudly now.
That was more towards you.
I know. I'm used to smelling.
So, I do not know what effects happen. I try to use it to propagate growth and renewal. That was my main task with it.
It's just plain curiosity is all.
Oh, I understand. I'm not upset with you.
I would ask if you know where the damage that was done to Vitugazi was concentrated most. If using some of this would be able to restore the Tristani in some way.
As far as I understand, the Tristani is when they were fighting, they had taken part within the world tree. It is something only they can do. And they struck down some of the creatures that Niv-Mizzet was fighting at the same time. Unfortunately, the branches used were injured and turned rotten. They had to cut the branches off, or else it was going to spread. That is why the Tristani is missing a face.
I see.
I apologize that it would not be more helpful. It is more of a preventative measure, as well as something you may be able to cook within other things. I know that Matron Cabas and the Lady of Shadows were bringing up applications that they were going to make spell rot items with it. That is not something I have done, but it is to my understanding that your furry friend that is not here.
She has quite the understanding of how to do that.
As well as the giants you now enlist.
Yes.
I'm sorry. She may be a better source of information than I. In that regards.
We plan on doing something with Orzova. We feel that that is a point that if we can purify or quell a little bit, that this might help our side. Is there anything that when that happens that you might be able to maybe distract the masses with?
There is a grin that comes across her face. The masses. When you say masses, do you mean the undead? Or I do not know how this would work with the undead. But my friend here, she'll point back at the moth.
Could be quite distracting.
She has the ability to release some dust. Those affected by this dust are oftentimes stupefied by her beauty, obviously. So if she were to fly over a battlefield and drop that, that could be done. But she is frail. And if I were to do something like that, she would need a bit of an escort. And additionally, on top of that, she cannot differentiate friend from foe.
Yes.
I think we can arrange something of that nature.
We may save that
Yeah.
to be a surprise at the right time.
Yeah.
I believe that is most of the information I wish to give you and ask of you.
Of course.
Are there any introductions you would like us to help facilitate now that you are going to the surface?
Oh, no. I plan on being quiet, out of the way. Maybe taking a room in the bowels of Vitugazi. I'll speak with the Tristani.
There may be a room at the Pride's Call if you would like to stop by for a drink.
Much too loud and rowdy.
I assume as such.
I actually plan on going there now. Would you like to accompany me?
Certainly.
To the top of Vitugazi.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Can I grab one of the vials and kind of like look it over?
Hand one
Just
over
look.
to you.
Just look for now. We want to.
Oh, I'm not doing
yeah.
anything
I was
with it,
gonna
but
say
I'm just kind of like swishing it in the bottle, looking at it.
Butterfingers.
It is like liquid pearlescent.
I pop it.
Kex drink.
What is Sail's favorite smell?
Petrichor.
It smells like petrichor.
It's not like wet dog or briny sea salt.
No, I didn't like Tolosaval, remember?
Call back.
You see there's a bar set up in the middle as some of the ogres. Are we going, mother? It's like, yes. I think it is time that we leave this little tavern. It's been a nice tryst, but
Does the baby come with?
Mosses.
would you like to see?
Is there before we leave? Is there a particular vintage you have down here that you would maybe recommend? What?
You see she'll look over. Purdy, please grab that. As one of the ogres in a ill-fitting suit with a bow tie. Okay. Grabs this wine bottle, holding it like a hammer by the neck instead, and as he walks over with it. Yes. To him, please. It is a delightful raspberry and peach cordial.
That sounds good in real life. No, I'm not just gonna chug it. I saw that look you gave me. Like a sip of mine?
Oh, something in return, of course.
How about this? I'll hold up a vial of the cloud hold acid.
It's not so much for drinking.
Oh, I thought it was just maybe an exchange of items.
Forgot what.
I have this instead, and I'll the sauce that I have that I bought back in Cloud Keep.
She'll grab onto that.
Real strong alcohol.
Hand that over to an ogre. Have fun.
Was that from the Misty?
Yeah.
They don't make that anymore.
Yeah, it is a vintage.
Vintage in the
Wonder if they should have in the first place.
I liked it. Thank you.
Cool.
A little something for the road to celebrate.
The roots open up. As you see, she'll draw the moth over. Like, all right. And away we go. There's a opening through the tree.
It's crazy.
You guys are available to take it if you'd like. If not, it will be closing here shortly.
We will go.
Yep. Is this tree stride?
Yes.
Cool.
Just on the same tree. So it's not teleportation. It's just from one end to the other.
Yep.
One tip of the root to the tippy top of the branch.
I need to learn this one.
That is not your purview.
I'm not a tree guy.
You're trying to be.
I'm a tree friend. Okay.
Up at the top, you guys see as Jotun is holding down, like in a headlock, is it?
Whoa!
Hey, you have to, you said that you promised. Hey,
Sayo.
Fellas.
who's this?
New ally. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Friend of the Tristani. What's up, guys?
Niv Mizzet is like, unhand me! They got too close! They touched my cuticle!
Nim is it?
But you could feel it! It is working!
Nim is it? Chill. It's all good.
If you felt something, that's a good thing, right?
He's just...
I think you do. I think when your lower half is unfrozen, you can give him a nice little.
It hurts!
It's a good thing that it hurts. It's a good thing that it hurts.
For the meme, I really want to cast freedom of movement on Nib.
For the meme, I want to cast command on Nimbus and be like, calm.
Oh, you got this. It's all good. Glad that this is working out well.
You see, kobolds have now learned that this is just how this goes, and they're just hanging out with the giants now, just like, want to get caught in the middle of that? No.
What have you done?
Tristani around.
You guys see as Mother Morose takes to the top very quickly, the Tristani appears out of the actual woods themselves.
You got one.
So she is up top with you guys.
The Tristani is. Mm-hmm. Hello. I think this is more your conversation, Sayo.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have the Rizma?
It's got the ligma.
What about the Sugma?
It's the Pale Council, right? I keep saying Pale Guard.
Pale Guard.
Okay. And this is the Pale Guard Council, or still just the Pale Guard?
Council.
Okay.
We have a seat.
We do.
You do?
Do we have like 4 seats or do we have 1? Do we have to
You
share?
have one voting body.
But do we have 1 chair or 4 chairs?
All the entities up here are normally too big for chairs. There are no chairs.
Yep. Standing
I would
room
like
only.
4 chairs.
The Tristani will... Please,
You are
go
too,
grab them chairs.
you are too kind, Tristani.
It is apparently important.
Wait. X.
I haven't been able to joke all day.
To my
You just pulled off the biggest joke.
To my fellow members of the council, I would like to introduce Mother Morose and her child. I'll point at the big moth.
There's the...
She is already known to the Tristani, and she has been a friend to the Broken Wings. As now that Vathis is gone, she feels comfortable being above ground. And and providing a bit more aid.
Thank you all for having me. I'm so happy that we can all work together.
You didn't hear any of that.
Jotun is just, you must stop! You must stop! And she's just getting...
I'm going to cast silence around them. I'm going to be like, sorry, I'm sorry to visit. Silence.
I'll look for who is the most responsible kobold and giant stand-in for those two chuckle fucks.
There is a storm giant that has just been leaning on top of this like very long spear, watching this entire thing. And on his shoulder, a little kobold.
I'll wait for the two of them. Could you relay the details of this conversation to those two when we're done?
Are they still fighting?
Yeah.
They're not
Just quietly. Excellent.
Better for everybody.
It's a miracle. How are they doing that? Do they not notice?
They don't care about what the other person's saying. They can still feel themselves shouting.
Believe it or not, Sael, this is progress from yesterday.
Actually, true. We ran out of spells for this. Thank you.
Damn. All right. Well,
Enough in our budget, at least. I will confer.
Tristani, apparently some of our... Hold on a second, actually. I'm going to cast something really quick. I'll pop a true sight.
No invisible specters. No gray men.
Okay. Well, my eyes continue to just glow silvery beacons. I'll just turn back to the conversation. I don't see anything amiss, so we should be good for now. I'll keep this up. However, apparently, Cabus and the Lady of Shadows have set up a point of recall somewhere in the roots of Vitugazi. We will be looking for that in order to prevent them from having easier access to our side of the city and the grounds below.
Understood.
Unfortunately, Cabus will most likely be privy, as I sent a messenger to her.
Well, we had been witnessed by a sizable crowd of Golgarian emission that we conducted a couple of hours ago. We removed Professor Hurry and the reanimated body of Yolov from the enemy's side.
We also, not we, Sael and his brother, are beginning to purify the undersea. The entity that was corrupting it has been removed.
Yes, there was an aboleth in the undersea that we strangled.
You see, there is a mixture of just like, oh, and a lot of other people are like, yes, makes sense, yes. This tracks.
That sounds about right. Yep.
Sure.
It also seems that the Cabal are potentially taking prospects to join them. Professor Hurry was one of them.
Maybe hand her the note so she can see.
They were asking for an offering of sorts and to meet in Orzova.
For the record, Tristani is a they. In the most literal sense.
Yep.
They are multiple people as well. And fairly genderless.
I could not say that meme. I hand them the note so that they can see. What else?
That's kind of it for today.
It's a status report on our end.
What?
And then maybe say
Oh, yes.
Alyssa's working on surveying Vitugazi to see, as it's possible that the Lady of Shadows has set up something in the base of the tree. We already went over that kind of, but Alyssa's trying to survey it.
We also took out a contingent of vampires along with Hurry.
Yes. They were no match for Styx and his powerful wind that he passed. But
Yes, Squirt Boy.
I think the next stage of this plan of trying to even the battlefield is figuring out and stopping what's going on in Orzova.
We happened across an individual this morning that my master of ceremonies realized to be dead, but unaware of that fact.
The Tristani will nod. We...
Seems like souls are not leaving their bodies.
They are the unclaimed. We ran into individuals who were essentially this, but on the Shadowfell side of things. With the death gods in disarray, their souls are not being shepherded. I believe a form of triage or quarantine for any individuals afflicted like this would be the best approach.
Yes. We've sent the angels of the perihelion to begin ushering them where they need to be. Those of the unclaimed do not have the same physical vitality they once did. Their bodies will begin to deteriorate eventually. There's a standing period where it seems as though that's not an issue, but it has been cropping up. It is something that we touched on briefly when you came. It is just becoming more frequent. Shadows have also started to boil and moil, and sometimes reach out and grab.
Yes, we've seen that as well.
It's going to continue to happening as long as the skies get darker.
Which is going to continue on until this is done.
We hope that targeting any anchor points in the roots of Vichugazi and whatever stronghold they may have in Orzov and beyond will help lessen it to some extent. I will also be attempting to exert some of my will in a sizable area around the Pride's Call, likely tomorrow.
I would also bring up that we've been contacted by Althea Maple Leaf, the former Queen of Eldan. She has garnered support and forces from Veldan that are ready to move here. I will be preparing to bring forth a sizable amount of the army tomorrow in conjunction with her. Queen Abigail, when they get here, would like to speak with you, though.
Absolutely.
I will be here then.
Where are we with our evacuation efforts?
In the forces that we control, the spaces that we control, we have done well here in Precinct 3. Precinct 2, due to all of the damage and rubble, we are still going through with efforts to search. But in the urban areas that we have found that has been untouched, they're essentially evacuated. We are sending them across the waterways. They will point out in that little bay area. We send them out across there to go to Yohem,
Yep.
which is our sister city. It's more of a village. They're quickly becoming overran. They do not have the supply chain to hold that many people for that long. We have requested assistance from Aredo, which is further south, as well as some of the other neighboring cities to open their doors and retain more. Cherish Bell, unfortunately, is on the other side of the city, so our efforts to move people through that way is spotty, but they have reported back that refugees that have made their own way, they've opened their doors to them and are letting them stay.
Has there been any word from the Dawn Justice?
I was unaware that you'd be sending word at all. In fact,
We're hoping.
to that point, the Storm Herald has left the city, as well as his ship. I assumed he was on board. The Dawn Justice was on board with them.
No.
So
No.
Dawn Justice saw some things with us. I believe he understands the peril now.
I did tell Nimizan and Jotun about it. I assumed that they would have relayed this to Tristani.
They're not a part of this conversation and haven't been for a while, apparently.
Fair enough.
I don't think she would want to be up there with Niv-Mizzet and Jotun just fighting 24/7.
I think she can probably hear him no matter where she is.
She is
The tree.
They are the tree.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we sent him back after dealing with the avatar of the unnamed in the Raven Queen Temple and purified it. He said he would be speaking. He said he would be speaking to members within the Anduin Empire that might cause splinters.
Niv-Mizzet said something about a shiny boy. I assumed that was you.
That's completely fair.
No. The Anduin ripped a femur out of himself and shoved it into the Raven Queen's chapel and corrupted it. We destroyed the femur, purified the temple, and Father Abernathy was there helping us and witnessed.
There's probably more in other death temples.
And then I sent him back to Ilios through a fountain.
Where he had the intention of talking to the Emperor. So
We didn't have to leave on ship, so we're unsure why the Thunder's judgment is gone.
Sail, at this point in time, can you please give me an active perception check?
Straight roll?
Yep.
24.
24. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice that something is starting to percolate and move and turn. Almost like mists are starting to gather, though you know that is not visible to the naked eye currently.
That's ethereal, or I can only see it because of true sight.
That is probably what you would infer at the moment.
Okay. You all watch as Sael continues to talk, but his head just rotates over to a fixed point.
I think all of us are trained
Yeah,
to
we
also follow Sael's eyes.
if we
at
do
this
that,
point.
we're all gonna go, huh?
Mentally, something is coming up. I don't know what. It cannot be seen normally, I assume.
Tristani?
I'm going to kill it if it's a problem.
Dropping silence.
Something's here. Or something is coming.
You see, she just simply splays her hands out, or they. God damn it, you guys got me fucked up now.
Sorry.
I was doing so good at first. They splay their hands out, and you guys can literally feel the tree move a little bit. As just out of the corner of your eye, it's almost like a. It's really funny that Lizzie and Alyssa brought this up earlier. It really is like a heat shimmer. That was a great way to put it. As you see it form, but it kind of like looks around. You see it take a moment to look at you and just fade down. Almost like it's chosen. Nah.
I will try a wall of force bubble.
Okay.
See if I can catch it. I am no longer concentrating on true seeing. Just to clarify.
What'd you get there, Sael? What is that?
I think that's the thing that's been strangling people. And it probably would have tried to strangle somebody if I hadn't noticed it.
Anybody? Hey, Niv-Mizzet? Hey, can you see what's inside this wall of force that Sael just popped down? I'm going to point directly to where it was.
Don't think he can. I'll check.
He's the only one up here that, other than Sael, that I think might have true sight.
I have true sight.
Prepared?
Can you just eat
I
the
don't
wall
know,
of force?
I can't cast it at 6th level, and I
Unless
burn my
his
spell out.
belly counts as a disintegrate
Yeah.
effect. It would be a big old bubble in him until 10 minutes passed.
Yeah, and then you could drop concentration once he has his jaws around whatever it is, right?
Theoretically.
Walks over to it. You see you put a claw on top of it.
some sort of air spirit, sneaky, strangly thing that have been killing our civilians.
If you drop this, I can burn whatever it is.
All right.
We understand that this is to be something that we should kill.
Yes.
I can't see it at all. I have no idea what
I don't think we can.
If there's something sneaking around on top of V2 Ghazi that is not making itself known to the rest of us, I wish it to not.
Okay.
Well, everybody, if we want to just drown that area and concentrated fire and just
Lay down, go off real quick. Good.
All right.
3, 2, tell us of all that thing.
You watch as Niv Mizzet's mouth opens up and Soul Flame comes out. Tristani is just like, are you kidding me? Like, as gets scorched by a little bit of it. And a lightning gets called down by giants, and it's just concentrated fire. Simply to say that it. Pretty sure you got it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not much else should be able to live through a barrage like that. Yeah. Alyssa, at this point in time, as you are using the ornithopters to go check things out.
Through the perihelion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see on top of V2 Ghazi, which is just a little bit away from you.
I'm going to direct them to the top and bottom of Vichugazi to try to, like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing cross checks. Yeah. Corkscrewing up ornithopters up and down. You see there's a handful of them. Sayil waving at you. They're all looking at a scorch mark on the top. They see nothing. The ornithopters don't see anything.
Okay. Can I have the one at, like, the very top kind of just pivot up to the sky and to just kind of, like, look around the city?
Of course.
Yeah.
You pivot up to the sky, and that same thing that you saw earlier in the mists, like almost like skulls and bones, things like that, just starting to become apparent, you see in the clouds. But as far as an impending threat right now, nope.
Okay.
Niv Mizzet, I think we got it.
Good job, Sayil.
Open so.
If not, don't think we ever were going to. As he turns back around, slumps on over, lays down. Sorry, Yoda and I were having a spat.
Yes.
Hello, Moth. Hello, Hag.
Mother Morose, friend of the Broken Wings, and Tristani. Just to introduce you.
Delightful, thank you. I'm Niv Mizzet. It is a time. You tell him that Althage, yes, I told him that. All right, cool. It's getting a little cramped up here with all the new people. I think I'm going to go for a wing around. I'm going to go work.
You were getting your pedicure done. Sales like, hold on, nah.
How are they working on his back legs?
So there are actually stone giant artisans that are etching his scales back into it. Basically, when he got dipped in the lava, it was so hot that it fused the metal that is apparent in Niv Mizzet's scales to each other. So they're going through and painstakingly etching out new scales for him. That way, those parts of the body can now move without being caught up.
I have somewhat of an idea. Are the artisans using any kind of a cutting oil?
Yeah.
The sap of life.
Yeah, that'd do it. That'd fucking do it.
We got 3 bottles?
Yep. I gave you one.
I know what I'm using mine for.
And I was going to make a really good soup with the last one. Good soup.
It's gonna be the Monster House meme where I just run up and I just I fucking run away.
But I'll go up to the lead artisan who's doing the carving. This is concentrated nectar from Victogazi, the Tree of Life. It is incredibly potent, healing, restorative. I believe mixing it in with your cutting oil will help return life to the limbs.
You see, well, take it.
Give it a sniff.
Put it in their nostril.
Careful.
They hand it to a Goliath.
Yeah.
They put the pinky out and then one little drop.
Do they die?
I think this will do. Thank you for your contribution to the vein worm.
He's contributed much in return to me, a vein worm. No.
We expended many resources getting him back.
I understand that he is capable. I just wish he was capable to sit still and shut up.
Well, this might help.
I don't think that anybody would be able to sit still and be quiet with the pain that is needed to be inflicted in order to get that done.
Any of these Goliaths have tattoos?
Yeah.
Like tribal, like full body.
That is typical of Goliath culture. They all have tattoos.
The Styx isn't going to make any assumptions. Although I would try and point
the
it out.
stone giants in question, they do not have tattoos so much as they have etchings
Yep.
done through their skin.
Okay. I'm going to look. I'm going to be like, did that hurt?
Of course.
That's hardcore. It's like carving the skin out.
Would you like one?
Could be cool.
Frail bones.
Maybe later.
Can you carve it on water?
You're asking the wrong kind of giant.
I'm just saying that might be required if I were to get one.
I'll get death tattoos on our shoulders right before the final battle.
To predict?
Just like Starship Troopers.
Knuckle tattoos?
Ashes, dust.
Biggs, small with one L.
Small.
Are we done?
I think that was most of it.
Okay. What time is it?
It's hard to tell.
It's dark.
Is there any light in the sky?
Ornithopter.
No.
So I
Yeah,
cannot
there's
send a
ornithopters
mirror.
with
I
spotlights.
can't mirror signal Alyssa on the perihelion.
You can produce your own light. Yeah, you're here.
That light still exists. It's just
Do I have
not
the
natural.
spells for that though? Right now?
You shoot a lightning bolt at it. The perihelion.
So I sunbeam the perihelion.
I mean, her ornithopters are like right there.
Yeah.
You can just wave, dude. Like,
All right, I'm gonna start yelling, Alyssa, 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 Alyssa.
I'm going to not that they're going to be able to understand it. I'm going to turn off and on the ornithopter spotlight in Morse code.
She's flashing us.
I think she's trying to communicate.
I think she's calling Keck stinky.
Didn't she give...
You just got called stinky to your face.
He was talking to you.
He actually wasn't.
No, he was talking to you.
Both of you are stinky. Didn't she give talking rocks to the generals? Aren't any of those up here?
Talking rocks.
Does anybody have a sending stone that goes to the perihelion?
Rolling Stone?
Communication network.
What about the Rolling Stone?
He died.
the whole idea was that the generals would be out in the field.
Okay.
So they could use them to communicate back to the HUD. So like Aguilar had one. Aguilar has one.
Yeah.
But he's down in the Stones Causeway right now doing cleanup duty.
I can sending.
There are others. It comes to the point where
I feel like there had to be some kind of communicate between the Pale Guard and perihelion.
yeah, normally it's just docks. It's right there.
Right.
The perihelion floats, sure, but it's literally you can step off onto the perihelion.
Oh,
it's right.
We're over here. We're 5 feet away from the boat. Alyssa, we're over here. Six is gonna remember that he can fly. He's gonna go to the perihelion.
Yeah, it's that easy.
We're gonna fly over to the perihelion.
You might be able to make that jump.
So while they were doing all of that, I was hoping to do some stuff.
Yeah, you're good. We're going to do it right now. Don't worry. If you could, as you're looking around for signs and stuff like that, go and give me an investigation check.
Cool. Can I cast guidance and stuff on myself?
Sure.
All right.
Well, I'm not a lore bard. I can't inspire.
That'll be, math 22.
22?
Yeah.
You look around. Give me one moment.
Does everybody have room?
Yes. That's where we went to Safeway.
Okay.
I'm not scared because I thought I didn't, but then I took the cash out.
Got it for next time.
Okay. You go to look around, going around the base of the tree, realizing that while there are runes and things kind of like etched into the tree itself, there's...
Does anybody have their windows down? It's starting to rain.
I think we're all good. Thank you, Norma.
Thank you, Norma.
Coleman, I can make that.
As you into like look around at the base, the roots of the tree itself, you see there are etchings, there are runes, stuff like that, but they're old. And they're ones that like you've seen in person before, walking around. You know that these are things that have been placed in as like very old wards. You assume that's probably part of how the Tristani operates, things like that. But as far as new things, kind of looking around, no, there are no gray men either. So, kind of odd. What was your total again? One more time, please.
22.
22. I need to check a spell save DC really quick.
Well, I could make it bigger too if that helps. I just, and I can do that retroactively depending on if it was going to succeed or not because of Flash of Genius.
That's why I'm checking just to see.
Yeah.
Hit that 27.
Wait, yeah,
Once you're done with your book, it'll be 28.
This will take you some time, but after a little while, you do find something. You find tucked into one of the branches, kind of nestled away, a small symbol. It is a symbol of a hand reaching up and crushing the light out of the sky.
Hate those.
You sure do.
Yeah. I'm going to mark down its location and I'm going to inform Aglar and anybody else that I think is going to be relevant.
Sure. This is probably more of a Boros thing for you to go speak with, right? Yeah, just because they're closer. So inform everybody. You get Diana Sandrunner on the line. She's one of the generals that you guys appointed, and she kind of is like, would you like us to go get it?
Either get it or if you have a mage that's capable, you can try to dispel it, but I would be very careful.
And they will, after a little while, they'll go grab it. And they bring it to you within the HUD center.
Okay. I'm going to inspect it. I don't know how big it is or if it's like a small
Not
symbol.
this big.
Okay. I'd like to inspect it and try to figure out what its purpose is and the danger associated with having this on board.
You take a little bit. You just cast Identify on it.
Yeah. Can I also have it in the room that's immune to like divination and things like that?
Sure. That is, I'm pretty sure that's where the HUD center is. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You bring that in with you, cast Identify on it, and it is a word of recall beacon. Because this is a symbol of the unnamed god, this is what they use to set a temple in the roots of Vitu-Ghazi, so they can transfer back there at some point in time.
I am not going to dispel it then. I am going to find the nastiest location that I could possibly find. And I'm thinking that it might even make sense to ask Sail to put it in his court. So when they try to use it, they go to somewhere completely fucking weird.
Wasn't done yet. Unfortunately, you guys have removed it from the
God
place.
damn it. Okay. So it's not
it has
working.
broken the spell
Damn it.
by itself.
Can I repair it?
Do you know Word of Recall?
I know somebody who does.
Do they follow the unnamed god?
Remains to be seen.
Fuck nah, bruh.
You understand that you cannot repair that current instance of Word of Recall, unfortunately.
Okay.
You
Sucks a fart.
Would I be able to have people use locate object to try to find more of these instances?
I think it has to be a specific item.
That if we had an example like that, it'd be a specific
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
Locate object is a what level spell?
Like second.
Just double checking. Yeah, second level.
I'm assuming that some of the people on board, like the ornithopters, would be able to like locate creature, locate object.
No, not normally.
Okay.
They have lenses and stuff that a lot of them see. They connect up to the HUD, that kind of stuff, but they do not have spell casting capabilities like that.
Okay.
The spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, like a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So if we got rid of this guy and it wasn't the closest one around.
Nikes. All right. Whatever. I'll leave that alone. I messed up my own stuffs. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, there are a few people around that'd be able to do it. You know that the Boros used to have these people called strikers, that they were essentially the forward scouts, and they would use things like this to gather intel. So they can, a few of them might have locate object, and given that is a mission, they'll just go around the bows of Itugazi and do that.
Okay. Am I able to ascertain if they would realize that the word of recall is broken? Or would it be like at the time of casting, then they would realize that they just wasted?
Oh, you mean Matron Cabas and all of them?
Like if Styx had his like place of recall like razed or burned down or whatever, would he know?
Most likely not.
Not until I cast a spell.
Okay.
It would just, the spell would fail.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure you guys were there while I was casting Word of Recall, so you probably saw me put the rune down, but other than that, we haven't failed it,
Okay.
so it's hard to tell.
While I was talking to Diana Sandrunner, is that her name? Mm-hmm. Okay. I would want to inquire about an alchemist. Specifically, if they have like somebody who is like their best alchemist, or is there a best alchemist in the city that I can speak to?
An alchemist. That would probably be. Andrew needs to go look into some old notes really quick.
I'm not sure if like that one changeling is still running a workshop.
That's exactly who I was looking for.
You're looking
or
for
at least that was Nox.
Jay?
I thought it was
No.
Docs.
It probably was Docs, actually, now that I think about it. Here we go. Pyrology. Jack. There's metallurgy. Aldale, who you guys have met. Lab of Alchemy. Feldwin Stone Turner, sorry.
I'm gonna ask if they have a means of contacting him, and if I can like basically try to summon him up to either Vitu Ghazi or the Perihelion.
I'm sure we can get in contact with them. Is there any preface that I'm able to give them so they...
I am
Show up
trying
prepared.
to acquire a rare potion, if not multiple instances of a rare potion.
Which potion?
Specifically, a potion of invulnerability.
Vulnerability. All right. Well, I can go send somebody to gather them here.
And I am thinking about creating a workshop for them to be able to distill for us if they're looking for employment.
I believe they're already under Nivmiz's employ, which
Well-
they work for the Pale Guard.
Then perfect. It might work out that we could maybe move their workshop closer to where we can defend it.
Sure. We can certainly try. I will go send for them. And they will. It'll take a few hours because they need to go travel, find them, bring them, that kind of stuff. It'll probably take 4 or 5 hours before they respond to you.
Okay. Alyssa's basically just acting like a proper manager of people and having conversations and then just reading and doing nothing elsewise.
Delightful.
Yeah.
At this point in time, after the brief explosions on the top of V2 Ghazi, your friends hop on over to the Perihelion. Loud, boisterous. You guys were the ones that want to run over there. What do you...
I didn't run anywhere.
Well, while you're here, word of recall beacon. Beta probably don't know that it's broken. Found it though. I was thinking that it might make sense to try to locate objects for more of these elsewhere.
Not bad.
So yeah,
Who has locate object?
I don't personally, but
You do.
if just in general, we could check for that kind of thing. Also, I'm thinking about trying to create a alchemist station here because I think it would be wise to have some stores of good potions, especially after getting thwapped by the unnamed god last time.
There's a backpack around that might be able to help at least a little bit.
I was thinking something more immediate. I do have the ability to create a station. I would need some raw materials in order to do that.
What do you need?
Glass, mostly. Some wood, but that's easy enough to acquire.
Tristani, can we borrow some wood?
No.
Where can we acquire some lumber?
By my house.
If there's anything that we acquired that might be good in potions, now's the time to let me know, because I'm about to have the alchemist that's in Nivmiz's employ help us. So
Well,
I have a couple vials of Hydra blood left. I have this very rare Hydra blood. I have
you could borrow some of my blood if you want. I guess.
okay.
I also have vials of dragon orchid
That shit out.
extract.
Would I know what the material component requirements for a potion of invulnerability would be?
You know, it'd be real great if they told me what they were.
Right? I was looking.
Maybe it's just gold value of items.
I think they leave that up to your discretion, flavor wise.
Yeah, it's a rare, so it's not even very rare.
The
but I'm-
blood of an
How rare is
unnamed
rare?
god.
Skin of Jotun.
Flesh of Tristani.
You want to pour one of those in there too?
Diabolical. Here, have some of this.
What the fuck are you on?
I'm not going to finish both of them if I don't do this. What's up?
I was thinking about asking for a trade, but then I realized that nobody else likes coffee. So
I do.
would you like to trade?
What is it?
Double shot.
What would you like? I have options.
Can I get that purple one?
Sure.
The monster.
I like
That
coffee.
tasted purple.
I like coffee in a can is just good.
Morphine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna this mic.
There are a variety of ways to make potions of invulnerability.
Okay.
A lot of them have to do with like taking the gravel hide from like stone giants. Sometimes it is stone giant toenails.
Could I ask our friends, the giants, for their toenails?
If only we wouldn't have gotten rid of Kimjar.
You get the idea that that may not be
Polite.
a very couth thing to ask.
Okay,
Just
but
do it.
Times
Ask
of war.
forgiveness.
I'm gonna tell it to my friends who are very discretionary. I'm gonna say if we ever come across the toenails of giants, fallen or otherwise, we can make incredibly good potions that we can pop before the last
How
battle.
big? How much toenail do you need?
Like full toenail or clippings?
I'm gonna leave that to Doc.
I'm not drinking any toenails.
It is.
If
It'll
you
be
make a
distilled.
potion with toenails, do not tell me.
I've drank worse.
I will not have it if you tell me that.
Would you like to know what this potion does?
No,
Fine.
because if you try to give me
It's an
a
afro-
potion of this later, I will know what you put it in and I won't have any.
I know what it is. It's an aphrodisiac.
So Daniel needs
No.
it.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he doesn't. He's set up for life.
God.
It's Feldwin Stone Turner, not Docs, for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just like that character. But yeah.
They were pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a plethora of things that you can use. It looks like you need put it real brashly, monster part, a base, and a catalyst of some sort.
Okay.
So the monster part being something that is naturally resistant to a lot of things and like strong, right?
We got the base part handled because I'm pretty based. Just saying.
Base being what is the solution going to sit in, and then the catalyst, what is going to give it the arcane charge to make this change happen.
Okay. So I could probably ask the alchemist, and he probably has something.
Yeah, she'll probably understand.
Yeah, she'll probably have something.
Will his alchemy backpack help?
I don't know, but I think it'll take too long.
I think he already has it filled currently.
Yeah.
No, I don't
with
have anything in it.
stuff.
But I was also thinking about using the spell Fabricate to make them like a alchemist lab inside of the Perihelion.
You made a joke.
So that way we could have like the ability to basically like come back here or have them delivered to us.
That might be more than what Fabricate can do.
It changes depending on if you have proficiencies with certain tools. So like glass blowing tools, I was thinking of like that. But it says like you can turn a grove of trees into a bridge.
You have to have proficiency with woodcutter's tools. Almost.
I have proficiency with every
All
tool.
tools.
Any
Yeah.
tool. Ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
She is.
then.
She's the architect arcane for a reason.
She anything that involves a tool, she can do. And has proficiency with it.
So for example, if we were in a mithril mine, I could make mithril ore or bars, but I couldn't make mithril weapons. That would take 2 castings.
Yeah.
So it depends on the material that's
So
available.
if you had a,
Glass and wood, I was thinking
well, I was gonna say if you just had somebody who could also cast Fabricate.
that too. But I don't know if anybody else on board is.
That's it though.
Hilda's not here though.
Also, speaking of, where's Tiana? She told us she had stuff, or somebody told us that she had stuff for us to do.
Don't worry.
That's coming.
When did you cast Sending to Hilda?
That was last session, yesterday. It was yesterday that I casted Sending to Hilda.
She would gate in.
Yeah, probably. You guys see as you're talking, you have this headset on as you're like giving out orders, talking with your friends, and then there's again a flashbang on your HUD display. You guys see on the table it flashes as
Does your HUD system have a colorblind?
How did she get into the HUD room?
not the HUD room.
Okay.
On to the
I'm saying it's
Okay.
showing on the display
I see. Got it.
on V2 Ghazi. You see she's dragging.
An entire encased red dragonborn holding a sword
Huh?
in, I assume, soul glass, similar.
Wait,
to
what?
Sunburn.
Wait.
What is this? Hilda,
Oi!
what do you got there?
Is it?
I don't know his name, but he had a cool sword.
What does he look like? What does he look like?
What does the sword look like?
Sam, what does he look like?
First off, he's not red.
Get dunked.
I gave him the wrong
Corpse of a
information.
red dragon
That's my bad.
He is.
I remembered him wrong.
This is Rigvir.
Get
This
dunked.
This is one of the original people who went out into the no man's land to find out what was going on. He is about almost 8 feet tall. He has no tail, white dragonborn, no armor.
Did he drop his tail when he was
Does he
scared?
have one sword or 2 swords?
Yes, you'd have 2 swords on him, but one that was important to Hilda.
So he has one sword on his back and one sword in his hand. The one on his back is very important to Hilda, and the other one on him is a stark black greatsword. This is Rigvir. This is Thak's father.
Adopted father.
Father.
I'm gonna be.
The same way. They both got glassed in separate locations.
I'm gonna ceremony him.
Dude, what the fuck?
I'm gonna ceremony him.
Get out of the ground. Shit.
Feels like I need that sword.
I'll ceremony him. Be like, oh, sad. Like father, like son.
Doesn't take.
Well, it's the thought that counts. So,
Does Kex actually recognize who this is because of how long he was in Guild's Row?
Kext would. Sayul would.
Oh.
People on board would, as they just. Isn't that?
Can I get a sample of that? Whatever's around him. I don't know him, but
I mean, just
I can
take it.
try. Prying the sword out from the block.
Hey, Niv Mizzet. You think you could melt all that away?
He's gone.
Oh.
Remember, he went to go fly around.
No. Hey, Jotun.
I don't think.
Can you and Hilda at the same time? Maybe.
Oh! Hey, big guy.
oh, Hilda, I
Hello,
want to
little
show
friend.
you some stuff. It's so cool.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
But then Kex would say, oh, hey, that's somebody who beat the guild pack by themselves.
So?
Sentinel did it.
I never was a part of the guild pact or saw it. I kind of just got adopted. I didn't ever actually had to try.
Remember Sentinel?
Yeah.
No.
He did that. Sentinel
remember
him did
Sentinel.
the same
Yeah,
thing.
we rescued Sentinel.
Yeah, we rescued him once.
Can I
What
borrow-
Sentinel did, he did too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Who here is strong without magic?
Yoden will raise his hand up.
Jotun! Why do I even ask? Got your hammer ready?
He pulls out an axe.
Perfect. That's just what I asked for.
I came for war, not for creating.
Well, I'm gonna take anti-magic field around this fella. Can you try and chip him?
Should probably do this on the ground, not on the top of the ship.
That's a good point.
Yeah, fine.
I know a graveyard is a perfect spot.
Headache!
Orphanage! No! No!
Mrs. Hollow's Gate by that much.
Can Hilda see where it landed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the soup kitchen.
The helping hand.
No, I wasn't going to make the joke. I wasn't going to do it, damn it.
No, he specifically said he was going to make that in Precinct 5.
Yeah.
How, like, are we like a block away from Hallows Gate or like outside the gate?
You guys are probably 250 feet.
Well, who's getting me down there? Because last time I jumped that far, it hurt.
Get yourself down there. You almost hit my graveyard.
I didn't hit shit. You look yourself. It's fine. I want to see if that would crack it.
Oh!
Oh, somebody's got to get fixed. They didn't hear me when I warned them.
You didn't yell.
I said headache.
You said headache.
I yelled it, yeah.
Do we trust her?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey,
Should we trust you?
It's gone poorly for some and well for others.
I have
What side will we be on?
I have some things to show you that I've created.
That's exciting, dude.
Yes. I'm going to. What?
I'm jumping off. I'm flying down.
Well, I'll take a. Okay, let's Show me, and then I'll go look at the rock.
Okay, I was also going to ask if you could help me with this alchemist station. I'm going to just quickly show her like the HUD, get her up to speed, make sure that we also, I don't, who's in charge of the twin journals?
How much is an alchemist say?
Would it not
I don't
be
have
you?
a name on hand, but
Okay.
you would know them.
Larry is going to have to make another one for you at some point.
If we can keep the alchemist table under 100 gold, I can do it for you in an hour.
I was actually going to fabricate.
Even cheaper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Take me an hour to make it. Or I have fabricate.
Yeah, together we could make something probably pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Because we got fucked up by a shadow of the unnamed god, and we need to find some way of reducing damage to the people who are fighting him. Otherwise, they're just gonna.
Yep, I've been there before.
Yeah. So this is the only way I could think of besides finding some legendary artifact. You wouldn't happen to have any of those?
I'm keeping them.
Okay.
I already gave you my shit.
There's a Kenku man named Scribbles.
Excellent.
Is he the person in charge of the?
Yeah, the journals.
Cool.
The journals is not his normal area of expertise, but gravity inversion, he was in charge of the lab of gravity inversion, so like airships and all that kind of stuff. And that right now has been put on full stop as everything's so fucky wucky that if you compound multiple elements on top of each other with everything going on, there's just been craters sunk into the earth as they're like, that's just gravity multiplication. Like,
I'm gonna mark off my spell slot for fabricate for the alchemist thing.
yeah. Suffice to say that enough materials can be brought up to you that it can be done. The perihelion is running out of room,
Yeah.
as it was already pretty tight to begin with.
I figure that having the ability to craft these on the go is going to be very important. So
You're gonna be able to crack this nut.
Well, sure. That takes 10 minutes, so after 10 minutes. All right. I'm going to go check on that lizard rock.
Oh, yeah.
What I want.
Jotun just putting his hand out. He's like just gonna pick you up. Anybody else?
I want to watch this happen, especially if we can fix him, because that is a boon of an ally. I wanted him to.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted him to grab Yolov's body before he did that.
I think he would have grabbed him.
Okay.
Six is standing at the gate of Hollow's Gate, preparing a spell if they come too close.
Sayul is like, do you want me to feather fall or you got it?
And then at the last second, you all turn into ice.
That was cool.
Cold even.
I didn't feel it.
stone cold.
Give him the stone cold stunner, baby.
Wow.
All right, where's the lizard rock?
Where you threw it.
And then
Sticks. Did it destroy your graveyard?
where did it land?
She didn't
Right in front of you.
care.
Did it?
That wasn't in her mind when she threw it.
Did it?
No, he's right. I didn't care and continue not to. Let's
I
go
am-
to the man.
I am so glad at least you're honest.
Hilda was so fun to play.
Still is.
Andrew's getting PTSD.
No, Colby has one character trait that's a through line in every character, which is they have to be an ornery sack of shit. Sometimes it just takes different flavors.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. I got it.
I can't wait for the next one.
All right. Well, is he just like stuck into the ground, or is there a
What
crater?
pose is he in?
So he had gotten saved from the plane of fire. It probably would be him legitimately looking up at the sky because it was hailed on by a meteor swarm,
Right.
just like Sun Home was.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna fucking do to that?
Yeah. That checks out.
He's basically been encased in this glass like amber.
Gonna tank
I'm
it.
gonna give Alyssa my gems cutters tools.
I already have a pair.
I'm gonna use the gem cutter tools to help chisel away.
Are you sure you want to do that
No,
when
we're
Yoda's
gonna-
swinging an axe?
We're gonna try and crack him. If you have anything to unpaste a corpse, use that.
I
I have Shatter. Do you want me to do that?
Give Jotun and I a second here. Jotun, I'm gonna make it so no magic works close to me. If you want to try and crack them open, then see if that makes it possible.
I'm stepping 15 feet away.
He pulls his axe out and
Sail,
starts lining it up.
you got this, Jotun. All right. I hate this spell. Anti-magic field. She is now has like an 8 in strength. She's like, this sucks.
Guidance, Flash of Genius.
You cannot cast guidance.
He is inside the magic field. It's the only way he'd be able to swing down on this thing.
Yep.
Flash of Genius is a feature.
It's a 10-foot.
Yeah, he still has to connect with it.
Yeah, the axe does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you watch him swing. He's holding the axe. His hand has to go through the sphere to hit the thing.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
does Flash of Genius work because it's a feature, not a spell?
Magic.
It's
I would say it's a feature. It'd be the same way, the same thing as like she doesn't get to dispel or counterspell features that other creatures do. Yeah.
Other effects except created by an artifact or a deity are suppressed.
Oh, other effects. Then yeah, sorry. It specifies other effects.
but
Anti-magic
deity,
field
though,
is-
I mean, artifacts too. Artifactor, artificer factor.
Summoned or a creature or object summoned or created by magic temporarily winks out of existence in the sphere.
Unfortunately, you guys watch the slams into it. His axe chips
Oh,
and it skitters off to the side as he just as dispel magic spells and magic effects such as dispel magic have no effect on the sphere. Likewise, the spheres created by different anti-magic field spells do not nullify each other, which sticking glass is.
well, and she'll drop it.
I think
Didn't fucking work.
the backup plan would be Niv Mizzet trying to melt it away.
So wait, what sword are we trying to get? The one on the back or in his hand?
Yes. If we can get the whole thing, that'd be great.
Well, you should probably know that when I talked to my god, they told me that nothing that is material can do anything against this.
Why I think we should get Mizzet.
Just wanted to drop that one out there because
Except for items wrought with intention.
except well,
Oh,
when I tried my gauntlets,
why didn't you say so? And she'll use her hammer.
Both at the same time?
sure. Does anybody?
What kind of hammer do you have?
It's the one that I punched with my fists in the last campaign into shape.
That would not count towards wrought with intention.
Really?
No.
Okay. Well, it's
Oh, you think a meathead can make that shit, bro?
does somebody want to like give me a little bit of
I'll hold him.
You want a little boost?
a little boost?
I can give you bless.
Sure. Can I counterspell it?
Oh, you want that kind of boost?
Yeah.
Oh, I can give you a different kind of that. Hold
I
on.
got
Here
you.
you go.
I got you.
Second level.
And
No,
I'll give you-
I'll do you one.
I'll
Oh,
give you
second
a
level?
third.
I'll take multiple.
No, I got this. 4th level Bane.
Okay.
I think that charges it fully.
And then a second level. Yeah, that would be 6. I
can
need
just-
one more.
I can just hex.
Okay. I'm gonna drop everything into this if that's cool. with
Yeah,
you. Okay. And bless wouldn't do anything here, right?
It affects attack rolls and ability checks, right?
I think it's we always get this wrong with bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is
Save.
saving throws and attack rolls.
Not checks.
Yeah. So
But is
I
it an
don't
attack
think-
roll to?
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends.
Right.
Oh, this
This is not an attack roll.
Okay.
I thought this would be an attack roll.
Guidance will, so I'll guidance myself.
Inspire.
Thanks. I'll bonus action use my feature to make myself big. 1 second.
How many times a day can you do that?
I can do that up to 5 times.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I've only done one once. I'm also going to use my frost rune to give myself +2 on ability checks and saving throws that use strength or con.
Mag
And
dump. Oh,
it also gives me advantage
wisp.
when I'm larger.
So before you make this check, I'm going to write down the DC.
Mag dump it.
50. He knows now.
40 minimum.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything I can help? I can't bane the thing.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
I got enhanced ability on him.
I don't have enhanced ability.
I could erect this area to be a temple to Moradin.
Right outside Alice Cave.
Let's move this in.
My cooler ethereal temple.
Oh, wait.
We're waiting.
On attacks and saving throws. I was going to do scales and balances, but it's attacks and saving throws.
Yeah.
It was based off bliss.
Yep.
Ball.
AoE bliss.
Balls.
I need to save this spell level.
All ball griff.
For 15,000.
All right. Alyssa,
Okay.
crack them nuts.
So this will be a +2, a plus D4, plus 78, plus 5 from Flash of Genius. So that's a +7 static. Okay, let's go.
Andrew just wrote down 99 DC.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
With advantage.
You get 20.
Yep. I don't think there's a way that she misses this.
Okay, so that's 27 static
Okay.
All right. So you got a D10 and 78
and a D4 from guidance.
and a D4.
Do everything that's not your gauntlet.
That's a 4 for the D4, so
won.
that's 31. And then I need the D8s.
50.
do the 10 first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
the inspiration.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, from the room. Okay. I'm like, why does she get advantage on this? Yeah.
Big.
That is a 10.
41.
Okay.
She has max rolled everything so far.
Yeah, she's cheating and lying.
That's a 7.
You're there.
Hold on.
48,
4,
40, 52.
4.
You can stop.
56.
Should I see how much I can get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
56,
It's like the difference between this motherfucker just
8.
trying to.
8.
64,
1,
65.
2 more. 4,
69. Don't do it again.
2.
71. You could have ended perfectly. 71 DC check.
Yeah.
Look at what you've done, Andrew.
I was about to say, when you hit 50 that one time, that was really fucking cool because that was all rules as written.
Yeah.
This has a virtue that you're pumping a bunch of the strength into. Still fucking dope you hit plus 70.
To be fair, she almost made it without it at all.
Which is crazy.
If you would have Flash of Genius it, you wouldn't have had to use a single thing on
I did
your...
Flash of Genius. That was part of the +7.
Yeah, that's plus
okay.
the static. Yeah.
Got it. Never mind.
So, you guys see as arcane mist starts to out of every knuckle plate of defiance as Alyssa, you watch her hands sinking in, almost like she's pushing through the stone itself, because she is. The arcane energy that is crackling from this thing, you watch as is literally melting as she's touching it. Defiance itself superseding sticky and glass, a natural magic repellent.
The entire party's jaws are just going,
Hilda's like, holy shit, girl.
get it!
Have you ever seen a cat scratch furniture?
You're just doing the.
As cracking it like an apple down the center.
Oh.
So what's left?
Uh,
Is the body intact?
no.
Absolutely not.
I will say 70 plus. I will allow Alyssa to determine, do you rip this corpse in half as you rip this thing open? Or do you just like take a chunk here, and basically dig him out?
So one of the things that I described when I made the gauntlets was that they were also somehow delicate at the same time. So I imagine that this is like, with that much, it's like, it looks ridiculous the amount of strength that's going into it, but there's also like precision where it's like basically the same kind of technique that she uses for like making statues.
She has machined him out.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Anybody got true resurrection?
Yeah, Hilda? Well, if this happened when it got glassed, it hasn't been that long since he's been dead.
I have regular resurrection.
You want to try it?
No, it's not going to work.
Why not?
How do we know that?
We've tried
He's out of the glass.
all of him.
Yeah,
She completely peeled him.
he's out.
That was a 71 on that check.
This will prove our theory of if getting somebody out of the glass or not will make it work.
Can I make a medicine check to make sure that there's nothing embedded in him?
I'm not gonna have you roll for it. With a fucking 71.
He's good.
Flush the nostril hairs out.
Yeah.
He came out with a better facial hair complexion than he did going in.
It's crazy that he has facial hair,
You get what I mean.
being a lizard.
Better scales.
Yeah. There is something to be said for the fact that he is a dragonborn, so there's no pores for the liquid to have gotten into. Instead, creases in from like scale layers themselves. And looking at the actual like casing that he was wrought from at this point, you can see the individual scales. It is an inverse of what has happened to Niv-Mizzet.
Okay.
So that's like a perfect casting
Of Rigvir.
I can
You guys can fill this with plaster and make another one.
I can try tomorrow.
I can do it today.
You can?
Yeah, I think I got a few more left in me. He's
How
not
many-
gonna live that many years longer, but he didn't have any to start with, so I don't want to hear it.
How many people do you have tied?
A couple.
I don't think he's going to care too much if he can swing again.
I was gonna pass the buck off to my kid. Yeah, he can.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what we old people do.
good job, Hilda.
Generational trauma
Great
for your
job.
child. Lovely.
Alyssa.
Jotun's just
Holy shit, woman.
You should get a better axe.
Yeah, can we fix
By the
his...
by, I could try to fix that, but maybe there's people more qualified in the room.
he will kneel down, getting at your level.
Mending.
If you oh,
No, he's asking for more.
if you should you find the time, I would love to
Go to your workshop.
commission
Oh.
a piece from you.
Ooh.
After this war, I would love to spend more time making things.
I think he means before.
I will take whatever I can get. She's a busy lady.
It depends what you need. What are you looking for?
Better. As he holds the axe out.
Not in...
That is fine craftsmanship already. He is just upset that when it made contact, it chipped immediately on whatever the fuck that glass was.
I'll look into it.
Oh, holy shit.
I need to go tell people of this. As he's gonna just walk away and start, hey, down to the fire giant kilns.
All right, are you gonna try?
He'll just look up at this guy. You see that shit, Gordon? She's very loud with prayer.
Just yelling at the sky.
Old woman yells at sky, pretty much. Yeah, sure. I think she'll just like reach into a bag and oops, a bunch of diamonds pour out. Oh, sorry. Ever since the war, I've been hoarding those. They were impossible to come by back in the day.
Or,
Are you serious?
We got into economics in the last campaign because so many people were dying. It was just like, yeah, that's a 500 gold value you need. You need 1,000 gold to purchase that much though, because they've become that scarce.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They were a very scarce resource.
Can't wait for the economics
Fix
the next
is
campaign.
going to not say
gonna be
anything.
crazy.
As you don't need.
I'm going to be like, oh, I've forgotten what it's like to be poverish.
Excuse me, you little shit.
This is in my brain. You cannot hear me.
Yeah, this will take an hour.
What spell are you casting?
Resurrection.
Resurrection. Okay.
7th level.
Oh. There's definitely nothing more exciting than this right now, so I will stay and watch.
What's a 4-letter word for damn?
Damn.
Fuck.
Shit. Damn, Melissa.
Shit.
Walking around with that defiance.
You spend an hour on this.
Can we say that Sayela spent the requisite 5 to transcribe commune?
Yeah.
He will start on another spell.
As the resurrection goes off, there's unfortunately no effect.
No.
All right. I'm gonna Morton, wake him up. Breaks the diamond on his head.
That's what you do?
It fucking works.
Oh my god.
The diamond disappeared. That means it worked. Except it didn't.
He's still dead.
That's what I meant by it still didn't.
Well, we got the swords at least. He is right next to the graveyard.
Yeah, I sped that up for you, bud. I don't want to hear any more.
Yeah, maybe if she aimed better, she could have buried him herself.
Oh, let me fix that for you, Mr. Bird.
was that
She'll walk
that
in,
wasn't
stomp twice, and mold earth so there's a grave.
That wasn't a true resurrection, right?
That was just resurrection.
Okay.
So we know at least that level of whatever doesn't work.
Anybody go through his pockets yet?
Do you guys want to know what's in his pockets? Because I can tell you.
Hilda just starts like very callously, like, what do you got on here?
That's mine.
He has
She's a fucking like halfling and she's holding up a dragonborn.
he has way more weapons than he should. First off, he has a long sword of sharpness, braces of defense,
Trash.
3 different healing potions.
They would not work.
Probably not.
She takes them anyway.
I'll tell you right now, anything that is not a legendary item or artifact doesn't work.
Well, good thing he's got 2 of those on him. Well, he has
A virtue.
no part of one.
I mean, it's still a virtue.
Yeah, so I don't have the description on that weapon.
What blade did I tell you it was?
Kindness.
The Dawn?
No, the opposite. The disc.
Dust blade.
Blade of the Setting Sun.
Yep, he found this in the Plane of Fire. Yep, that's where he went after he went Krakatoa on the unnamed god.
Okay, so what does this thing do? Can any of us fucking use it?
Well, Abigail has the other 2 pieces.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Well, allegedly. But
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Longsword, rare, requires attunement. Amount of times per day equal to your proficiency modifier. You may use an action while holding the attuned sword to grant each creature you can see within 30 feet of you advantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn. This property recharges next dawn.
There is one more weapon.
Hold on a second. She'll drop Rigveer. Ding, ding, ding. Lightbringer, is that you?
It's been so long.
Do we all hear this?
Yes, it is loud and audible.
Oh,
Been forever. Are you the one that Mars had? Or is that a different one?
Who?
No, all right, different one. Yeah.
Good morning,
Hello.
evening, afternoon.
This is mine.
Is the other one is the other one speaking?
What was the other one?
Black Razor. The
Oh yeah, I forgot they were arguing
Raven.
this entire time.
the Raven Queen's
gimme.
sword.
Oh wait, there's another one.
I will take
That
that one.
has sentience.
I would like to ask it questions.
Good morning.
You already have a cool sword.
But it looks like the Raven Queen. It'll get along well with the executioner.
No.
I'm just gonna test something. I'm gonna hand Hilda the executioner.
Black Razor is a sentient, chaotic, neutral weapon with an intelligence of 17, a wisdom of 10, and a charisma of 19.
I've been so bored.
Did you? What exactly happened?
Rigvier promised to feed me.
Yes.
Lich blood tastes awful.
Killed some liches. That's good.
Tried to.
Okay. Is that
Did. It regrew like a tumor. He then decided, you know what? We don't need him to be here anymore. Snapped a twig over his knee. We wound up in the plane of fire. Fought some more. I think it was like some fire giants, Jinn. Went swimming in lava a few times. Very hot. Very annoying. Then,
I like it.
you would. Then, we were kind of in this border plane, and we wound up on an island. Very nice island. Nothing to eat. He wouldn't let me eat anything. That was our deal. While we were in the fucking plane of fire, though, we found sunshine and rainbows over there. Hello!
Ding, 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 ding.
Stop!
Get rid of them.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear more about the fight with the twig snap.
Yeah.
Was it a good fight?
It was a great fight. Great fight. Giant dragon, angry godling. An angel died. I really asked if I can go slurp up some of that. He said no. That instead I'd go get like a real god. And then right when he was going to go actually start swinging at the real god, everybody blew up.
Oh, so you were there.
Yes.
That's insane. This might sound super rude. How did you get made? What?
Well, when a mommy sword and a daddy sword love each other very much.
Hilda, I'm not that stupid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, he's fucked.
I
You did with the gnome.
Oh, I didn't hear exactly what you said. I think you said, yeah, he's fine.
No.
was during the first stage. When we were preparing to march against the giants. Somebody fucking around here.
Be nice to you.
We're here to help.
Bitch.
Hey. He tried to get you out. He broke his axe.
He did try to get you out.
He was doing you a solid.
Those slave drivers.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking rude back in the day. They're all right now.
We sacrificed many, and I was robbed of their blood.
Blood sword.
Yeah. So, what do you want?
Blood.
I'm hungry. Feed me.
Why is everything asking us to feed them?
Yeah, this is like the second object
So it
today.
feels like you guys have been asking me that the moment I met you.
What,
You are also.
I have never asked.
what do you eat?
I help you cook when I can. This motherfucker
Last
just
breaths.
suckle on you.
You're one of those. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us are strong enough to use you.
Do you enjoy the last breaths of zombies or skeletons?
Daniel,
Living things.
Daniel,
Yeah?
would you like a sword?
Not that! Are you kidding me? It wants to murder people. I like the other one better. He seems a lot nicer.
Actually, yeah, that's a match made in heaven. Like, really.
You could dual wield death swords.
Can I just ask to hold Black Razor for a second and see if he has any reaction to me?
You can certainly ask, yes.
Can I just see him? I'm not taking him. I wouldn't be able to use him.
You can see with your eyes.
I'm gonna just gently pull it away. I'm gonna like look at it. Does Black Razor have any reaction to me?
There is a shiver that goes down the taper.
Well, the scary sword doesn't like me. I give it back to Hilda.
Daniel, I'll trade you for that cold stick.
I'll poke it. I'll poke Black Razor since he's going to everybody. You don't like anybody around here, do you?
They're all too cheery.
You're kind of an asshole.
That's the
aren't you?
first time I've ever been called that.
You are so wrong, bud.
I've been stuck next to that little sunspot for quite some time.
Yeah, it's called
But I am hungry.
it's called
you-
a friend.
Me.
Should I, if this is my only option, you,
Why?
until I find somebody better.
That shouldn't be that hard. I
Well, damn.
True.
I didn't even need to say it.
sure. Oh, grab him.
It is a great sword.
Yeah.
Hold on to it. It's like-
I'm holding on to it. There's not much I can do with it. Can't really swing it.
Can you make a pact with it?
Is there any way we can try to purify it?
There's nothing wrong with me.
It's not incorrect.
It's a
It's
sword.
just an asshole.
It's a sword of the Raven Queen, right?
Yes. It's just an asshole. And it eats souls.
Can
The description I saw of it when I first got looked at it.
There's nothing in the history of Black Razor that says it's the sword of the Raven Queen. At least I
Okay,
don't
we're
believe
just
so.
rolling with
I've seen. Hold on.
Mr. Information over here.
Hold on. I'm gonna find.
Can I hold the cheery sword for a second? I just want to.
You guys are just taking all my toys I got.
No, I'm just looking at it. I
went
don't
through
want
a lot
these.
of trouble throwing this guy a few hundred feet to the ground.
I'm gonna hand. Okay, I'm actually gonna hand you Executioner. Does Hilda have any hard time holding Executioner? Alyssa did.
As far as like heft,
Yes.
yeah, it is unnaturally heavy.
Yeah. Swing that around a couple times. Okay. Step a couple feet back.
Am I proficient?
kind of
So the other sword doesn't like you very much. What's the deal with that?
Oh well, he sucks. Literally, souls, and that's bad.
What's your name?
I like to call myself Lightbringer, but some have called me the Duskblade.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about like what do you do other than talk? That's weird for a sword in itself, and the fact that this person had two of you was
I shine light on the dark, make it easier to hit.
I kind of like you. You're cool. You probably won't like me though. I'm gonna hand him back to Hilda, and I'm gonna take Executioner back, and then I'm gonna like
Hilda was like using it like a hammer to just like.
I'm gonna one-handed like overhand into like something. Just
Give me your hand. Now take it back.
what? The what?
Take your hand back.
Executioner.
No, little shit. I meant just get out of my grip.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Probably very high.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Nat 20 coming. Close. 11.
Strength is.
No way.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
That was my blue one.
Yep.
Yeah. I rolled a 20.
All right. Well, my hand is gone.
For 33 from. She's just like holding you there, like, you should not be strong enough to do what you just did, as you're like,
I was gonna anti-life shell, but then I wouldn't have my 5th level spell slot for other things that I needed for.
that sword likes you a lot more than it likes me, doesn't it? As she's still just holding you there, as you're like,
I'm just trying to flex a little. Let me go.
It's you can't see it because it's in the description for Hexblade, actually, which is weird. It's notated in there.
That's because it predates Hexblade as a class. Yeah, that is something they added to it, not part of the original.
Because it's notated in there because the Raven Queen is known to have forged the first of these weapons.
Oh, yes, the first of Hexblade weapons, yes. That does not mean Black Razor is forged by the Raven Queen.
Okay.
The predecessors of Black Razor.
Yes.
Or similar.
Akin. Yeah, Black Razor is not a good aligned sword.
Chaotic neutral.
Black Razor is not a good aligned sword.
Okay. I'm going off the description that it has. That's all I'm
Isn't
saying.
Raven Queen like
Going off the actual lore.
neutral good? Or neutral
Lawful neutral.
Well,
All right. Well, we have 2 talking swords.
do you want to reunite with your siblings there, Mr. Happy Sword?
Always.
Okay.
Oh, they'll be here tomorrow.
Do we get to smite evil?
Yeah, lots of it.
And the undead.
Yes. Good amount.
The one right next to you.
No.
Please swing.
No.
Swing.
Hilda,
Kill
please
it.
give me.
Okay.
Hilda, I like him. Please.
Kill it. It's right there.
Can't do it. Sorry.
Trying to reach me.
Hilda, please. I need him.
Let me say his son.
No. Sorry.
Dawnbringer, do you know Calimbor?
I'll tell you what, at the end of this, you can be the first in line if I'm still alive.
We never asked Matron Cabas like why you were made, did we?
No, never got to.
Oh.
Well, I know why now.
Well.
Because of who I'm related to.
Guess what?
They needed my blood to, open the cell.
We can ask now.
This is true. She is alive. We can ask now.
Hey, motherfucker, we killed you once. Tell us the fucking answer.
So, hey, we'll probably bury this guy, right?
What?
Rigvir.
What? Oh, yes.
Was he nice at least?
Suppose.
I mean, you did keep
You
both
probably
of
would have liked him.
Well, it's a good thing he's dead, huh?
I mean, he would have been very helpful to be alive, but
Not really. He got hit a lot.
sometimes that's a good
You
thing.
know they would get along. Real like.
That's a very useful skill. Getting hit a lot, and the people who are good at it contribute.
Yeah, as long as you stay alive. He obviously did not.
I did for most of the time.
Hilda, have you tried
Well, what killed
moisturizer?
him?
Fuck you.
Kills him.
Oh, Rain of Hellfire.
Yeah, how are you supposed to not get hit by that?
Be better.
Oh, I love you so much. Give me the sword, Hilda. Give me the fucking sword.
No.
Dawnbringer, you know Calimbor?
That was not Dawnbringer. That was
Black Razor.
That was Black Razor.
Oh, I like both of them, actually.
Of course.
No, they are the two that swords that would hate each other the fucking most.
Yeah.
And it was so funny that he had it on him and he found that one. And just like, oh, so you just have two that are fighting each other all
Constantly,
the time.
and now they're stuck in glass.
Well, glad that I could assist here. I'm gonna go upstairs and read some more. Wait for the alchemist to show up. If anybody has stuff for potions, let me know. We're trying to make some potions for everybody.
Sail, cut your hand.
Are you going to fight?
Later,
Did
probably.
anybody use a virtue?
Which one?
Mine.
Me.
Which one is that?
No, you were not mine.
Actually,
I guess you are, but not all of you.
Actually, Hilda, speaking of virtues, you have some two. One, you've had a couple, I've heard.
Offered one.
Well,
Your listening ears are well engaged, Sticks.
can you tell me what they do? This one's pretty kick-ass.
Well, they connect you directly to the screaming fire god in the middle of Ord Mound Deal.
Oh, it's that. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. We and Jotun talked. Off the leash?
No. You have any idea how much of a headache it was to get him on the leash?
But we just, it's
Are you
Jotun,
gonna leash?
Jotun, can you, this is maybe a conversation you should have with her. Instead.
Oh, he's gone.
So
He went to go to the forges.
Yeah.
Can you remind me what it does?
She had temperance. Did she also have diligence?
If I'm,
She had.
you gave diligence, I think, to your brother
He had it initially.
Gimgin.
And then he was like, hey, you need to take temperance off. And Hilda's like, fuck you. And then he's like, no, you're going to die. And she's like, still fuck you. And then they had an argument about it. And I think she ended up with both of them towards the end of the campaign.
She did. I was trying to remember. I remember her giving it back, but also he's been hanging out with the tieflings this entire time. I doubt that he would need it.
Okay.
So you can have it if you'd like.
I'll take it.
I think isn't that a two-parter?
Yep. They're kind of one thing, but two things.
So what do they do again?
They make you really fucking strong.
Okay.
They let you hear the screaming in your head at all times.
Okay.
I had a lot of that.
That's why you're crazy.
Yes.
Excellent. It answers so many questions. I feel better about you now,
Okay.
Hilda.
500 years of screaming.
I feel so much better about you now,
You'd
Hilda.
still be the best person for that, Hilda. I know you're trying to maybe get away from the screaming, but
I gave it... I never found somebody who I felt could and should wear it. So I gave it to my son for safekeeping. Until he found someone worthy as a champion.
and has he not?
Nope, so I'm going to take it back and he can get it back later.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
It'll make you real fucking strong. It'll make you shrug off spells. The screaming. Did I mention?
What kind of spell?
It is constant.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned the screaming? It's pretty fucking loud.
Alright, well,
You can make yourself bigger.
Yeah, pretty.
I think it might. I remember it stacking with Harbeck one time. It let me wrestle a mountain. That was a fucking day.
I am very interested in this now.
Yes.
You want to get rid of the
Your hand
screaming?
slots are already taken.
What?
Oh, no, wait.
It's a
Diligence
was
is
chains.
that you wrapped around your fist.
Yeah.
That they were knuckles that had chains that could come out.
Yeah.
So you can wrap a virtue.
Temperance was the crown.
You
So
can
you'd
wrap-
have to get rid of your helmet to be able to wear it.
Could I just put it on underneath the helmet?
No, not really.
Can you wear two helmets in Oblivion?
I don't know.
If you glitch.
Could I wear it as a belt? Still though, that sounds pretty dope. I like.
That was ringing a bell for some reason, and then I remember Parthen using which one is the belt? The whip.
Yeah.
Chastity.
Chastity was Parthen's pant holder. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
he wore chastity as a belt. A chastity belt.
I forgot the irony.
I'm not opposed.
Okay, well, you can't wear the hood. Oh, the ears are not detached. Okay, wait, I knew that. Oh, I'm getting old.
Have we mentioned the screaming?
It was there at all times.
Hilda has the worst tinnitus.
I can't hear for shit.
If she takes it off, she's gonna be deaf.
I don't have it on.
Oh,
I have a fire belt, fire giant belt,
strength bell. Yeah.
and I've said like match it, but she took it off because
The screaming.
the screaming.
The voices.
You have half of it on right now, right?
No,
Oh, you don't have either part.
no.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
I could ask my son.
Styx is just gonna mention. Look, I might need your help with forging stuff. I heard that's your specialty.
Yeah. I mean, why the fuck are you? Okay.
I'm gonna know her help is first and foremost. I might need backup.
I am a saint, and quite literally a saint of the forge. I am sainted by Moradin, my god.
Yes.
She's better at it.
I'm gonna need extra. I'm gonna need extra backup because I plan on making something like this.
Oh, I never.
So,
I should have made one. I made a kid instead.
Hilda, drink.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I think it's
So I'm not getting the other Richard.
Oh yeah, Ferris. Yes, planar ally.
Are we really doing all this right now?
It might not work. In combat situations, we've said that it would take a gate in order to get an actual avatar of Ferris out.
Yeah, you're not getting Ferris.
Ferris, yeah.
Ferrum. You're getting an agent of Ferrum. So you guys see Ferrum stomp down a column of fire that does smell a little sulfurous. As standing in front of you is you would almost say Minotaur. But then you look at him, you're like, no. Okay, bottom half, that is definitely bestial. Top half is man. Head made of stone.
The top half of the dwarf.
I just said man.
Yep.
Not human, just man.
Oh God.
This is your kid.
See, wrapped around their knuckles is literal barbed wire that is glowing red hot. And on their side, you see various bottles.
How is this the weirdest thing I've seen today?
Looking at them, you see they're different types of booze.
Oh, Fergus, it's good to see you.
Hello, mother.
Is this another one?
Nope,
Why did he call you mother?
he's a grandkid.
What the fuck?
How do you put? Honorific.
Ah.
Mother. Saint.
Oh.
Dumbass.
Yes.
Title.
God, it's so fucking real. All these motherfuckers are so real.
We just needed.
I hate you, but I love you.
Thank you, same.
Sword.
Oh, I shouldn't have it.
I just want it.
Hilda?
No.
Sword? No, the other shiny one.
No.
Then I want that one.
Why? Why?
Good fight. Good fight. See?
No, I wanted my bits back from Ferrum for a little bit. Did you bring them?
Oh.
Thank
Oh.
you. And the hat.
What hat?
Where's Temperance?
What do you mean hat?
Fergus. Have you been talking to Wrath again?
He makes some cogent points.
No. No. You don't talk to that asshole.
But he's, you know,
He screams. That's all he does.
that's my favorite sound.
Have you
Oh
heard,
my god.
Fergus? Have you heard about the screaming?
This is your
My
grandson.
favorite sound.
I can only
I think we should trust
imagine.
him. He likes the screaming.
Oh.
So we have
Fergus, give me my fucking hat.
He's gonna pull aside Sail.
Yes.
We need to kill them all.
No.
We need.
You've already sworn an oath to kill things that are difficult to kill. On behalf of us, we're not killing more.
This will be the greatest challenge.
No.
We have to, Sail.
Just because you hate her doesn't mean we have to kill her.
Oh, he's wearing it.
Yep.
You see him dig into the stone that he grew around it to hide it.
Oh.
Good. I didn't want to have to stone shape the
It's
noggin
small.
again like last time.
You guys see a small mane of fire starts to kick off as he.
There you are. You should let your hair down more often. It's very pretty.
I'll miss you.
Why would you miss him? Why would you miss him?
Hello, weren't you talking about somebody worthy to deal with the crazy? He seems like he can deal with the crazy pretty well.
No. He's going to let the fucker out.
Fergus. Have you considered therapy?
What? What is therapy?
It will fix all of the problems in your brain.
There are no problems.
That is not how that works.
You have to believe you have a problem that needs fixing, Sticks.
I don't have one.
Yep, exactly. Drink?
That. Oh, all too poignant, really. All too poignant.
Trade? Drink? For drink?
No, he wants the sword.
I'm giving him the hag's wine she gave me.
Whoa! That was the good shit.
I didn't want to drink it. That's exactly why I didn't.
All right, Fergus. Go back to the hot springs. Take a dip.
He's still.
Go back to the hot springs. Take a dip. Clear your head and talk to Firm. Tell him I said hi and kisses. And don't talk to Wrath.
I can still hear him.
That's your own wrath. Oh, that's such a problem.
As he sinks back down, I'm gonna be like, remember therapy.
I was like, I'll deal with this.
It was
if I
my
survive.
wrath all along. As he's sinking down.
What if the broken wings were the wrath we had in our hearts the whole
Oh,
time?
man.
Like fully, like a rock juts out of the ground. She sits on it, a virtue in either hand. Like, fuck.
Oh, you put it by your head. Can you hear the screaming?
All right, Alyssa, are you sure you want these?
I'll probably just take one. Can I wear two?
They're a pair.
You can't wear one without
They
the
take
other.
slots. This is kind of like the tiara goes on your head. So temperance goes on your head.
Yeah.
Diligence goes on your hands.
Yeah, but I already have the.
Right. So you can wear one without the other. It just temperance becomes harder to wield without diligence.
Okay.
Can you not wrap the gauntlet?
So what are the requirements for putting it on?
Hilda would know best, but as she's done it, each time you try to attune to it, the Red King will attempt to seize control over you. Roll a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the Red King possesses you and will begin to rampage.
What is the DC?
I'm not telling you.
I would know.
What kind of check is it again?
Wisdom.
What does it do? Just the wisdom, because I might be able to tame it.
It is very difficult for me.
Well, I have.
I have a 5% chance of doing it.
Without it.
So I have a +0,
Yeah, you have a 0% chance without.
but I
help.
do have Flash of Genius,
Okay.
and it's a saving throw, right? Mm-hmm. So I have a +1 on top of that.
Okay.
Question.
Can't make it
Hey.
without help.
Quick question.
Okay.
It's a new day. Do I have to like try to attune to it?
New day.
Do I have to try to attune to it? Can I like hold it without like forcing the attunement? Like kind of like try and understand it?
Oh, you mean like if you want to like spend an hour to
No,
try and learn its
No,
abilities?
not identify. Like I just want to be able to hold it for a second without the negative effects. I'll show you what. Okay, we're gonna hold it. Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna divine intervention.
Okay.
What?
There is no negative effects, to my knowledge, to try and divine intervention to take control of temperance, or whatever this one is, temperance or diligence.
The screaming one is temperance. It is sucking
Temperance.
power away from a fire titan.
Okay,
The Fire Titan.
we're gonna try it.
What are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to quell the fire titan so that I can attune to it without failing.
Alyssa was the one trying to attune to it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, or I guess to whoever can attune to it. I want to try and quell it because
Make it easier for them.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I need a 17 or lower.
16.
I'm 17.
No, you're not.
You would have 9th level spells.
You should not be level 17.
You're right, 16.
Like, which also means your CR should not have been.
18.
Your CR shouldn't have been 14 to destroy undead earlier either, or 4.
I think it would have been regardless. He didn't actually bump himself up. He just forgot what level we were.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the screaming continues.
Ooh, I felt it get so close though.
Do you understand how pissed off I would have been if that had worked?
Well, that would have been for you to cry about. I'm gonna.
There would have been a new wrath right next to you.
I think you should probably still hold on to that for now.
It is just screaming in your head. It sounds like a black metal band.
It sounds like a prison.
I've lived this, dude.
Let's see.
Prison.
Hilda has diligence. Looking at it like, I remember these.
So that's ability check.
Back in the day.
Backyard slap boxing was so crazy with these.
Okay, so I could also. Nobody has enhance ability, right?
Not right now.
We could try tomorrow a little bit better prepared.
I do have bless, so that would help bring it to possibly a +9.
I personally don't think it's worth using unless you can use both pieces.
Okay.
So I wore temperance by itself without diligence for like a couple months. If I had worn it for a couple more weeks, I would have died. Just died.
I thought you just needed to roll like once.
So yes, but your mortal shell starts building up exhaustion until you just kind of give out.
Okay, well, I missed that part, so, well, I guess we won't do anything with that.
It is the temperance and diligence together are the strongest of the 7 virtues. That's why they have to work as a pair. They balance each other out.
At least till you made those fuckers.
Yeah. You largely have the majority of the benefits already
Without the drawbacks.
without the drawbacks through diligence.
So,
Until it's like, I went fucking crazy.
so if you don't want them, maybe any other intrepid batshit bitches around here
Daniel.
spit fire and vinegar, cause problems. Left.
Tiana.
You know, somebody I kind of hate but respect a little bit, similar vein to me. Who knows? They could potentially use this.
Why are you looking at me?
I think it'd be funny.
I have been known to win fistfights.
I feel like you're lying.
I can try. I just don't know what would happen if I fail.
I can bless you.
So what is it? So we don't know the check.
You don't have to make
You
the,
had a 5% chance.
you don't have to make
Yeah.
the save if you put both on, right?
Diligence gives you a legendary save.
So you can choose to attune to diligence first, then put on temperance. Should you fail, you can choose to succeed.
Yeah. So you'll
That's how it works.
I can just do this right now.
You can just have a legendary resistance.
yeah.
Wait, I gotta look at my attunements.
You actually, ironically, would probably be the best fit for it right now.
That's why
I'm gonna
was saying.
make mine. Okay,
You can have 3, motherfucker.
I guess.
It also has an ability called Jailer's Chains for diligence, which is right up.
Okay, I'll fuck around and find out. Where's my attunement?
All the way at the bottom.
Inventory
Of
at the bottom.
inventory.
Inventory. I have 2 attunement slots.
Yeah.
All right, attuned to the 3. Oh my god.
I recently unattuned to stuff. Okay, I'm gonna grab the fucking chains. I'm gonna wrap them around my hands.
Take an hour.
Yep.
You know, got a couple.
It's all good.
Walk around, fucking do whatever. We're gonna be like, okay, this is gonna be so wrong. I don't like this. gonna do that.
I went to the fire pillar. The turtle was also glassed.
Damn it.
So I don't think
That's
nothing I threw at him stuck.
well. At least you got that sword.
Yeah, it's pretty
Give
good.
it to. Are you willing to give that to Abigail and her brother tomorrow? Or
Maybe.
or ask them for theirs.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
I bet you would. Drink, Hilda?
Always.
After an
Pride,
hour,
Pride's
gotta
call
put on the
fail.
fucking the thing.
Yeah. You after 1 hour, you put on diligence and wrapping around your knuckles, they set in.
I'm gonna bless you.
You hear a voice. You're not Hilda.
Correct.
Who are you? Bird brain.
I'm the judge.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, are you trying to mad dog her? That's crazy.
What do you judge?
A little bit of everything. Mostly those who have passed on.
I have passed on. I've been judged.
Who were you judged by?
The rightful god, Moradin.
I see.
I was the original living saint.
So Hilda is your predecessor. Or, the
Successor.
successor. That one.
They call me Maldir.
Maldir.
Yeah, they named the mountain after her.
There's a whole country named after her.
Oh.
Orn Maldir.
Yes.
Maldir.
Okay. I don't follow Morden.
I can tell.
I respect Morden, and I respect Hilda in certain ways.
All right, yeah, you met her. Okay.
Oh, so do we share the same thought process?
It's begrudging respect, but respect nonetheless.
Yes, very much so. Okay, well, I'm glad we have at least connected on that.
She and I haven't talked in 500 years or so.
Would you like me to pass on a message?
Tell her that I'm sorry for doubting her, and that her boy has come out just fine.
So while I'm sitting there talking to myself, I'm going to be like, Morden holds respect for you and says that they are sorry for... Oh, right, sorry.
Maldir.
You got
Maldir.
dropped on your head as a hatchling, didn't you?
They say your boy turned out fine.
Thank you, Maldir. I know he did. Just talking straight to the...
Can you hear her?
Well, I can hear her through you. So,
Would you mind helping this bird brain with the big screamy boy?
we were talking.
I'll walk a couple steps away from Hilda.
She always gets annoyed when I talk at her.
Regardless, I will help you. More than happy to. This is literally what I unlive for.
I'm living.
Oh, undying. Not that way.
Yeah, I didn't get that from you.
All right. And you hear knuckles cracking in your ears. All right.
What do I expect? Other than screaming.
Rage, fire, flame, brimstone. It will feel like your blood is boiling out of your eyes.
Well, no better time than the present.
Good luck. I got you.
You got this. Inspire.
You don it, and with the intention to attune to it, you feel the thorns creep in, start to actually pierce through your skin until they connect with your skull. As it does, your entire internal temperature rises. You can literally feel heat exhaustion starting almost immediately. Your blood is literally about to boil. As the screaming starts and continues, it is the only thing that you can hear.
As a flavor, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
I like that.
Bumping up my AC, but also trying to connect deeper with Kelmbor to try and help me, and probably Morden in this case, to try and help me calm this beast.
Maldir.
No, I'm connecting with
The god Morden.
Morden.
Yeah.
I was right that time.
If you could, please go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. Because you're attuned to diligence, you have it at advantage.
And you are inspired.
And you have bless.
Okay, so the blessing is
Be
D4.
blessed.
So it's just advantage. Once.
Advantage D10, D4.
Much
Yo.
better.
What do you got?
So D.
It's a
10.
D12.
So 12. So 17 plus 12, so that's a 29. 37.
Yep.
And then a D4 for bless.
I think you're probably good. 41.
41.
41.
That's rules written there, buddy.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. All
roll
rules is
20.
written. Yeah. You.
Flash of genius.
46.
If it beats digging glass.
Yep. You sit there and meditate in the corner of the Pride's Call, thinking over this, your hands crossed, and you guys watch as the thorns are starting to dig into a skull. And it takes an hour, this entire process, that he's battling it out. But as the hours go by, you see one flame, another flame going around the crown as they are starting to ignite. Eventually, the chains on his hands start to descend all the way to the ground as they're starting to elongate. And you watch them snake around something that is not there until they slowly and surely crush whatever it was out of existence. You have conquered the Red King. The screaming, still persistent, subsides into the background for a brief moment.
Good thing I'm excellent at selective hearing.
You look fucking cool.
I'm imagining the crown. So, like, my character portrait, I don't have horns like a great horned owl. I'm imagining the flames coming out like the horns of a great horned owl.
Hell yeah.
Like big eyebrows.
Time to update that commission art before it's too late.
Yeah. You have a flaming crown and chain fists holding a black greatsword.
Metal as
Metal. Who would have thought Styx is the most metal motherfucker in the group?
As I come out, I look at Hilda. I'm going to be like, I don't know what the big deal was.
I've been trying to
Goddamn.
like keep Kadrian away from you for like an hour. Like, no, he's busy.
Yeah, there was a perfectly shaped major image.
And it was just, it said Styx is fine.
Like, no,
It's just a black bot.
no.
We don't have the texture for this.
He's doing something really important, Kadrian. You just can't bother him right now. Like,
Please, God.
For you, on the other side of this, you find yourself in the heart of a volcano. Standing next to you, as you're getting ready to attune to this, a dwarvish woman, roughly about 4'10". Her hair has gone completely white at this point, but she still seems corded in muscle. Reminiscent of Hilda, though much older. The cracks of like crow's feet going across as she hands you one chain and she takes the other from the center of the lava pit. The Red King himself, this massive fire titan, and the two of you contending with how to put him down over the course of this hour.
Styx being just cocky as hell. Like, I've dealt with worse. You don't even look that bad. And then probably, I don't know who it is, but they're probably like,
Maldir is just like,
whole
Why
time,
is everybody so cocky?
whole time I'm like, guys, how the fuck are we gonna get this off of him when this is over?
I'll just like,
Vaseline.
I'll just freedom of movement him. We'll do the Vathis thing.
All right. Oh, Styx.
All right, so I'll need to input these into D&D Beyond, but you gain Keeper of Flames. You are immune to fire damage.
Jeremy is juiced.
You are as strong as Alyssa with a strength of 25
Sweet.
What?
You're stronger than me.
by 1 point.
Yep.
It's the same modifier.
I gained 15 to my strength.
You are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Period. That includes magical.
Yep.
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Warrior's Resolve, you gain 1 legendary resistance once per dawn when you fail a saving throw. As a reaction, you may choose to succeed instead. And then Jailer's Chains, once per dawn, when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke the rune to summon Fiery Shackles, the target. It takes an extra 2d6 and must succeed a DC 17 strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute.
Literally Ghost Rider.
I'm going to hit the unnamed god with the executioner and chain him down.
Yep.
While restrained by the shackles, the target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the shackles on a success.
You're going to get to pull up to Leon anyone with a legendary resistance.
Leon and Duin is gonna walk up like, why are you approaching me? I'm gonna be like, how am I gonna beat the shit out of you?
Don't get closer.
Unlike Alyssa, who didn't get like swollen incredibly large, Six kind of does. And just this giant strength.
No, I don't like that.
You see him leave the room and like smoke comes out and Sticks is just
I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin walking out with a fucking.
I'm just imagining the stupid fucking Chad face.
Oh, that's Andre would use for
fucking Sticks coming out with a cleft chin and just.
What's up, Broken Wings? I've been mewing.
Sticks is,
How do you mew with a beak?
Sticks has gotten out of his goon cave and he's fucking yoked.
I really don't like the fact that.
Let me take you down to the catacombs.
We all make
No, you don't get a choice in going down to the catacombs.
Whoa, dude.
We all make sacrifices, Stick, for the greater good as I fucking cry myself to sleep. Like, God damn it. Everybody's so fucking cool now.
Don't worry, Kex, you have a sword that's depressed.
Speaking of, you just hear Black Razor, it's just, he might do.
Yeah, he might.
I can't.
He's already got one. He's already got one, though.
Fuck's sake.
You're stuck with me for now. Sorry.
Well, I think I'm pivoting. I don't think I need to make a virtue anymore, guys.
Oh, really now? You don't fucking say.
I would have really think that I'm pretty good right now, guys.
When are we blicked up right now, guys? Come on.
I'm gonna word of recall right into fucking Edwin's face. That's my home. I'm beating
This
the
has,
shit
been,
out of
this has been the arc of the entire Sir Party just fucking rocketing by. Love it. It's just like, oh my God, Sticks, you're so cool.
It's so dumb, but he's so cool.
Oh, good luck
so
sleeping. Good luck sleeping tonight.
Ice him
I'm
in
gonna
the
go up to
motorcycle.
Hilda.
Ice him in the motorcycle.
Forever.
Hilda's just like, thank
Steed.
fucking God.
You can be the cowboy version.
Oh my god. I don't have that.
You know what the fun thing
Daniel
is?
does.
I know. I was gonna suggest we give it a
I can
Daniel.
still hear it.
Fuck you!
I think we all
I hate you!
I think we all deserve to sleep. Fuck. What a day. How was the end of it the weirdest part of it? I watched you and your brother pull out a fucking water slug and make it drown in its own water, and that wasn't the weirdest thing I saw today.
I like fun characters.
Fuck. I'm going to bed.
Oh, all right.
I'm now imagining yoked Sticks.
I don't like that you added that.
Yeah, you're updating your character right now.
No.
It's
You're
cursed.
gonna be fucking
You
sitting
can
here
make
going,
yourself giant.
"Oh,
Can you like minor illusion?
you're hitting a fucking.
He grew a foot. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God! We got a Photoshop.
Wait,
Sticks
I
to
can
be
make
jacked.
myself giant.
Yeah,
I can fly.
yeah.
I don't know where you got the giant thing. I just read through all the abilities.
Hilla could do that.
I think I might have.
I think that was a different thing. I don't think that's actually part of this. Gain immunity to fire damage, strength score of 25, resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, wisdom saves, warrior's resolve, wasn't legendary, resistance, jailer's chains. Yeah, that was never a part of it. I think that was a different thing.
I don't know what she got that would allow her to do that.
Has my alchemist showed up?
Oh yeah, a while ago.
Don't mind the steaming bird over there.
This
I'm doing
small
push-ups.
woman who, like enters. Well, actually, they'd be up at the perihelion because that's where he told them to be. But
No hand.
there's
Because your wings.
you get this runner that comes down. It's like, Miss Alyssa, it's for you. Saying, it's like, you weren't here when I got there. I'm Feldman Stone Turner. I have just commandeered your shop that you've made for me. I'm going to begin work on potions of invulnerability, as you asked. I will need to commandeer some resources, but I will bring that up with the appropriate people.
Perfect.
Signed, Feldwin Stone Turner.
Perfect.
Turner mentioned.
All right. Boom. That is done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing you guys are not going to be continuing on for the rest of the day. Probably just throwing shit at Sticks and watching him detonate it with his fists.
I'm transcribing.
I'd probably go up and like just hang out in the Perihelion and like maybe ask for an ETA on how long it would take.
Each potion will take me roughly 5 days.
Okay.
And I've placed Yolov in my bed and set the stuff up.
Do go for that.
Huh?
If you'd like to, now would be the time.
Yeah. Well, I set all that stuff up, and what I plan on doing with that is the next morning.
Okay.
Oh, we can do it tonight if you want.
You have the spell.
I do. I saved it.
We'll do it tonight.
So Sticks busts through the fucking door jam. His shoulders breaking. All right, little dude, what do you need? I'm kidding. So Sticks is
You're
gonna
not
come
taller, you're just bigger. That's the funny thing.
I gained
is
girth.
you went this way. You did not do this.
All right, so Sticks is gonna come in.
You became Short King.
Well,
Hands built like a dwarf.
How you feeling?
loud.
Yeah. Can I touch him? Is he hot? Like to the touch?
He's so hot right now. He is warm to the touch, yes.
Everything's warm to the touch compared to you, though. What do you fucking mean?
Yeah, but it's different.
He
And
touches
also,
the ground. Ooh, it's
Does
very
he smell different? Does it not smell like death anymore? Does it feel like all that death got burned away?
Nope.
No, still smells like death.
So I smell like a
Probably,
sulfur pit.
I was about to say, probably smells like a crematorium.
Yeah. You want to do that now?
Yep.
It's already.
Do you want anyone else to be involved? Would you like me to leave after all of this is
I'd
done?
like you to stay.
All right. I'm gonna go up to Yolov.
Nope. I set up something outside.
Okay, what did you set up outside?
I messaged Andrew about this.
Okay.
While things were going on, I set up 2 chairs, some iconography of the Waving Queen. I totally just did that. Like catacombs. Too many R's. I set up some iconography of the Raven Queen, and this is under the tree that's outside of the Pride's Call, and I set up a chessboard.
Isn't the tree in the? It's in it now.
Yeah, there was a enclosure built around the tree.
Oh, that was the first thing Alyssa did, I think.
I'll go.
Oh, no.
I'll still set it up there because it's a quiet, nice place. Me and Yolov played chess often, and I could never beat him.
So I'm going to probably try and get everybody who isn't Sail, Alyssa, maybe Talony and Cadrian away from this area if there's anybody else. And then we're gonna set him up.
So would you like to? Me and Jeremy had talked about this a little bit, Andrew. If you would like me to say what the plan was here.
Please do.
So originally, Speak with Dead was what we were going to do, but I didn't feel like, mechanically speaking, that would make this as personal as I would like it to be. And is not going to let me release Yolov the way that he would want to. So I asked Jeremy/Stakes if he would be willing to, in private, cast a Raise Dead on Yolov. Set things up in a right way where I can have a final farewell with him, for him, doing something he liked, and ask him how he wants to go.
Styx was thinking that either he would sever the tie when Yolov is ready, or allow Yolov to sever the tie, like the soul
Or
connection.
allow me to do it. And I want to basically beg Kellum for to take him somewhere where he can rest.
you raise him from the dead after he's been forced to be undead?
Gonna find out.
We shouldn't have sent hurry to Campus.
What do you mean?
He's saying that if I sent Hurry to Cabus, Cabus could just be like, oh, I'm taking this now.
I see what you're saying.
So I was under the impression that you could not revivify someone who had been a zombie, basically.
It does specifically say, unfortunately, that the spell can't return an undead creature to life. He was a vampire and a thrall. He was very much undead.
Well, I don't. This is what I'm trying to do. I originally wanted to do this with Speak with Dead, but I don't feel like it was going to give me the flavor. Like I wanted to talk with the Olaf one more time. Not just, hey, you're a corpse and ask it 3 questions. And this was the only thing in my head that I could think of that was going to maybe mechanically make that work. I don't
Raised Dead is different.
I'm reading it right now.
Am I missing a part? Oh, yeah, there it is. Spell can't return an undead creature to life.
But we have been known to bend rules around here, and it sometimes takes a cost. If you'd like to spend a dice to achieve these ends, you may.
That seems incredibly selfish to do that. Oh, I'm not going to do that unless everybody says that I can. I will leave that up to you all.
Last time we did that, she was bleeding from her eyes. I don't know how much more she can really take.
That was before.
I don't know.
I think it would be nice, but also if it's not something that's really in the purview, then maybe we can just actually have a small funeral and make sure that he does not come back and that he can actually rest.
Like I said, I'm leaving it up to you guys. This is something that's very important to me, but I completely understand that if it's not a resource you guys want to spend. It feels too selfish to just make that choice on my own.
You can put them in a bit of a hard position as well by announcing that to the table.
I don't know what else to do at this point. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be fair here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I got you.
Is there anything that Kex has himself that he can give up for this?
Name me a price.
I have an idea. If you'd like. Sure. Could Hilda... Do you know who he would have gone to?
Yolov wasn't very religious. I don't think he would have really gone anywhere. That's kind of why I want to make sure he goes somewhere where he rests.
Give me a religion check.
Styx would assume that he would go to some kind of like god of law.
Can you just check the court files?
You'll have never won.
19.
19.
15 plus 4.
Take a brief moment to think about it, and Yolov was not religious himself, but he believed in law itself. And your time with the Broken Wings and learning of Kalimvor, learning of the Raven Queen, the first step in the process is being sent to Kalimvor. You know he'll come across the docket at the very least. There are other deities that may want to stake a claim to him just due to his personality. Arathis, for one. That type of thing. But all things considered, it's probably your top 2 contenders at the moment would be Kalimvor or Arathis.
Kalimvor was my idea because...
Question. Styx has been called to his quote unquote domain, right? Has its name. I have not tried going there. How, like, he's never tried. He's just kind of called there in his sleep. He's seen Sail go. Is there anything that Styx can do to try and go? Like, specifically?
So, there are times in which new spells are crafted and formed. Oftentimes, you guys have asked, hey, can we turn this spell? Can we move this thing? I want this effect with a little dash here. And the Raven Queen has been kind enough to intercede. You guys use the dice, and she will move things just enough. Brand new spells, while not often wrought, do not require that. And cleric spells, as Hilda would know and Styx can attest to, are wrought by faith.
Well, I can try something, and then if you want to...
Okay, this is new to probably almost everyone, but I have I haven't explained it in much extent, but sometimes when I go to sleep, I arrive in a courthouse, and I have a jury, and this jury is people who I've called, and I like hand her the deck of cards, and I call them with the...
You're strong.
I'm dead. No, wait, actually, I'm not.
Styx is stronger right now.
No, we have the same strength.
Oh, well.
I'm just saying that's pretty impressive. And so, like, I bring them, and after I talk with them, they give me a boon, and then they show up in the jury box. And I've been there for like processing souls and stuff like that. So
I go to a workshop when I sleep.
Well, isn't that nice?
Bubbles up in the Paralion. Me too.
So, I mean, I can try.
Do you want me to try, or do you want to try?
I would like to try.
Okay. I was going to play her ally.
1 second. Which one is that? Is that like
6th level.
It's what Hilda just did to bring in Drunk Boy.
Fergus.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Is that based off of never mind.
I mean, I would like to try, but also this would be something where I would want to bring Kex with, which I'm not sure if I could, but if not, I would want to talk with Yolov because he wasn't Soulflame. And that seems to be the only thing that kind of messes with things, but Thak was also there, so it's like...
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
What if you deputized Kex so the next time that he goes to sleep, he ends up in your court?
He's your bailiff.
I already have a bailiff.
Well, you could have a temporary one, or you could have him as like the prosecutor, or you could be in the jury.
I love that.
You could cast jury duty.
I'm literally going to select Kex for jury duty.
I'm imagining Styx and beefed up in judge's robes, kicking the door in and like, bailiff, twist his pee-pee. And it's Kex, like, where am I?
If this is the route we're still going to go, I'm still going to say I did all the setup that I did, and me and Yolov still sat down, and if it seems like we're going to go to sleep like this, then we're going to go to sleep in the chair like this.
That's fine.
All right.
So, we're going to craft a new spell right now.
Okay.
It is going to be called Jury Duty. You and up to 12 willing creatures may transport yourselves to the domain of Kelemvor, the Lawbearer, wherein those that are there willingly may only tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you, Kelemvor.
Amen.
Well, I'm not going.
Didn't ask.
Creatures that are unwilling to go must make a spell save DC, a charisma save DC equal to the spellcaster's save modifier. While there, if should they fail, they must truthfully answer 3 questions. They will be compelled to. It will have a casting time of 1 hour and a duration of 1 hour. The components will be a gavel, robes, and 15 seats.
And a scale and balance.
Oh, we got all
My robe doesn't fit anymore.
You can just hold it. Well, you might not be.
I'm gonna use it as a headband.
You might not look like that while you're in there.
Muscle judge cast. Fuck you.
We are going to go ahead and call this jury duty, the spell, or judgment.
I like judgment better.
I like
Judgment sounds cooler.
I like judgment.
I cast Jury Duty Domain Expansion. Come on. Like,
And we'll go ahead and call it much like Dream, a 5th level spell.
Perfect. Yep, I have a 5th level spell slot. So
I have me and Yolov set up, basically.
So you guys are sitting in the chairs next to the chessboard. I'm going to be leaned up against the tree, pondering. Every once in a while, doing a couple push-ups.
I'm going to go cast a house.
They need to sign documents. Hilda.
Nope.
Yes, they do.
I have an apartment.
Sail. She's trying to break the HOA up.
Why would I fight her or care?
Alyssa! Alyssa!
There, Helion.
The HOA! This whole thing!
Of course, the judge is worried about the HOA bylaws.
Damn right. Well, I'm going to sit and drift off while trying to cast this with Kex and the corpse of Yola.
Okay.
Does he automatically fail?
I would say corpses subject to this automatically fail, and their souls are brought to judgment.
Is that the name of the domain?
Pretty much. So, Cax, you it is almost like the entire plane is now in gray tones. You see, standing there is an angel with a massive great sword. He stands at roughly 12 feet tall as he nods as Judge Styx is taken court. You are sitting in a table in the middle of a courthouse. Styx up in the judge's box, looking down, and a few hazy after images in the actual juror's box.
This is the spot you dream of?
Yep. Name tag's right there.
That's crazy.
You will see you have a name tag.
Fuck.
Yolov has a name tag as he.
Good to see you, Yolov.
Oh my.
Been a long time. Actually, everybody, I'm calling a recess right now for everybody except for Kex. We will be back in 45 minutes. We're taking lunch.
Why am I here?
Zio came with. Why are you here?
I was just playing music to set like a bit that. Oh,
All right. Well,
lunch.
how about this?
Around for lunch.
You wanna catch up with this figure here? I'm gonna point over to Thak.
No.
Thak,
That's fair.
apologize.
I don't think any amount of apology would make up for anything that I did. It seems almost insulting to just try and apologize.
He's helped us greatly.
From what you've told me, I don't doubt it.
The fuck are you doing, Colby?
No! Stop!
Look at
Fucking God. Stop with the fucking AI slop, everybody.
I just Googled jacked Allen, and that was one of the things that popped up.
Well, if you don't want to talk with that, there's Kara.
You
Or no.
should have led with that one. Where?
No, Kara is not there. It's, what's her name?
Avandra,
Avandra.
who's not really there.
Well, I'm like pointing it to like blobs.
That's a big one.
Avandra and kill him.
there was another person, right? There's 4.
Captain Quill.
Yeah, Captain Quill.
I want to talk to Quill.
Well, let's go in the back.
I feel like I should talk to him.
I'd be like, oh, hi, Quill.
Hi.
Good to see you. I think I wrote you a letter that never got to you.
There's a lot of things that'll never happen now.
Sorry. But it seems that you're in
I keep getting called to jury duty.
I was
This one.
about to say it seems like you're in good company. I'm sorry this is happening on my behalf. I apologize.
Don't apologize.
Apologize.
I imagine.
I already did, Sayo. I didn't ask you to come.
He will come out from the juror's box, give you a quick hug, like a little side hug.
I'll give him.
He goes, "You're doing good work. All right." Boats. As he's gonna start
Fucking ships.
Yo, love.
hello.
How you doing?
Don't ask that question here. It's usually not a great answer.
Good to see you. If you want to bite, let me know. I'm gonna head out.
That was insensitive.
Kind of funny.
Somebody here gets humor. Thank you. And as I'm walking back to like the recess.
Kex is like
lunch area.
feverishly sweating, by the way. He's like, oh.
I cast calm emotion.
You wanted to talk with him.
I did.
Don't talk.
Yeah, it's just very like, oh, it's here. Okay.
Everything that you set up came with.
I just kind of go like, does he start playing?
Of course. Wordlessly. He's not even really looking as much as he's looking at you.
We'll just
First move.
we'll start playing just a little bit. I'll kind of waiting to see if he's gonna say anything because I'm feeling super nervous to say something.
So you'll take one of your pieces.
No,
I died.
a couple times.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I have too. I think I'm on about 3.
Hex, that does not make me feel any better. But I'm glad to see that you were not here. Not in truth, at least.
No. How did it happen?
Quick, suddenly. I don't really remember.
What do you remember?
I was looking into something for Morgan. If I remember right, I was looking into libraries that may have information on liches of sorts that you guys were interested in.
Yeah.
I thought that I had had a decent run-in with a librarian at a private library, and I apparently did not. I did not realize that it had been owned by the Bartleby Foundation. It was a recent acquisition, I suppose.
That would explain it.
So, as I was perusing some texts and such, I was set on.
Do you remember when you were in the cage? It was after you had already been turned. I want you to know that that entire day, I looked for you.
I remember.
I'm sorry.
You made the choice I would have. You made the choice I wanted you to.
Doesn't make me feel any better.
Why not?
I saved my mother, but I lost the closest thing I had to my father.
It is inevitable. It was bound to happen. I'm just glad that you lost me instead of I losing you.
Fuck. I'm gonna take a piece right then. Like, ugh. I went back and after you were buried, I checked. And I don't know how much you were able to know and everything after, but we were exiled from the city and your body was already taken.
I remember Asperia had quite a nice ceremony for me.
It was nice.
And Morgan later. It is unfortunate, and then to get dug up a little bit later after you left the city was also unfortunate, but I'm proud of you.
Are you?
I'm proud of Kex. I was disappointed in Brenton, but I'm proud of Kex.
I've made so many mistakes.
And you will continue to. That is life.
I don't know how many more I can make before it's the last one.
It just means that you need to stay diligent. Because you're right. You, your friends, they live on a knife's edge. But it's the edge everybody needs.
I wouldn't have the courage to be the Kex that you're proud of without everything that you've taught me. And I so terribly regret how long I lied to you. I didn't know any better.
Do you really think you lied to me? Do you really think I didn't know?
No.
I knew.
Why?
Because I also knew there wasn't any information you were getting from me that would really fucking matter.
That's fair. You kind of were really good at your job.
There's a reason that Morgan and I had stayed up late nights and would often send you to go get food.
You both knew?
Yeah, of course you knew.
I really made a fool out of myself, didn't I? Thinking it was such a big deal to tell you.
It was. Because unfortunately, we had plausible deniability before. We had a feeling. We didn't have any evidence. It wasn't anything that we looked for because we didn't want to. Why do you think Morgan was so distraught? Let's do 2 more weeks. That's what she wanted from you. Because then she would have been able to be in a position where she could have helped you more.
Once I knew everything, I couldn't bear to wait any longer. It
And
wasn't the right choice, but
we had to report it after that. We had no choice.
I know. I never harbored any resentment towards you or her for what happened to me afterwards. It's what needed to happen. It's what I deserved.
I think you've paid your penance.
Not yet. Almost.
What's next?
put down the person that's the reason I'm like this, he needs to be gone.
He, not she.
Gabus will die. But the reason I'm like this is for mistakes made far in the past.
You see, he's sitting there contemplating the next things to say, and then very quickly,
Yep. Motherfucker.
hey, language.
Sorry.
How you better than that?
You did. You did.
So, tell me. After this is all done and all taken care of, what do you plan on doing?
I'm guessing we're assuming this is if everything works out the way we want to, hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
I think the best thing that I can be when this is over is a shepherd.
He looks around, goes, well, I think that you've found your shepherd. What do you call the place that you keep sheep? Stall sounds rude.
It does. Pasture.
On the other side of the door, pen.
It also sounds a little rude. Pen. I think the two of you make a good team.
Thank you.
I think you all make a good team, but
It took a while. Took some things to happen, but I feel that few people hopefully will ever experience how many times I've crossed both sides. And if all this is over and this all ends well, then maybe I can make that easier for countless amount of people. I have no idea how long I'll live. I might do that for the end of time until it's not needed anymore, but it feels right when this is all said and done. There's a lot of people that need to be taken to where they should go.
have you thought about what happens when Cavis truly dies? And her ties in with you? I fell apart when the person animating me died.
I'm hoping that Styx's resolve is strong enough to keep me in this realm long enough. He's brought me back a few times now. But I don't know truly what will happen when she is dead. I don't know if when I've died before, that if that connection was severed or not. But it is a risk that has to be taken.
Hopefully, when this is all done, no matter what side you land on, you can still be a shepherd. I hear that unfortunately they're looking for two.
For two?
Aurelia and Kara.
They are. Well, hopefully it's not going to be a third. Speaking of which, where do you want to go? Unfortunately, it was my fault that this is how you ended up. So I thought it only right to do everything I could to give you a choice.
It is not your fault, boy. It isn't. It's the way I lived my life. And I don't regret it.
I know.
This may be a question for your friend, as I'm not so versed.
I still would like your input. Do you want to continue to be the hard worker that I know you are? Or would you like to finally rest?
Who needs to rest? I'm done.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Takes another piece.
No. I want to go be where I can be of use. It's all I've ever wanted. I enjoyed that in life. I'll enjoy it in death.
Well,
And if I'll change my mind, I'll change my mind.
I think we can find something for you. Thank you.
And he will... Checkmate.
Can I do a quick roll, an intelligence check, to see if there's any way that he's bluffing me and that there's another? I've never beaten him, but can I do some kind of check?
Go ahead.
What would you like me to roll? Investigation.
Are you trying to check the board, or are you trying to check Yolov?
The board.
Investigation.
Across the table.
31.
31. He has indeed left himself open.
I will take the move then.
As you take the move, you wind up actually reversing positions with him, and he is in checkmate as he...
You said you taught me well.
All right, game's over, boys.
You'll literally hear, for the first time, him curse, and just like, fuck.
Hey, language.
Hey, language.
You taught me better than that.
Me and Quill like hovering as I have an arm around his shoulder and his feet aren't touching the ground. It's like singing a song as we come in with a bottle of wine.
Is that a sea shanty or a sky shanty?
Santiago Gainda Day.
I'm pretty sure you can do that in a courtroom. Good thing it's mine.
Sticks, I believe we have
I can get drunk in my court.
reached a decision.
A plea deal, if you will.
Plea deal. Well, court is in session. Everybody please return to their seats. Sahil.
Do I prosecute? I make a good devil's advocate.
All right.
Jeb.
I would like to hear. Kex, his jury badge is going to disappear as he is now on the defense stand.
Kex is on the defense stand?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Well, let's hear your deal.
I think you could find a few people to do a better, more consistent job for you and for Kellenvor than Yolov right here. He is the best, and he always will be.
So you suggest that his sentence is to be here?
If that is what he wishes. He is a fantastic agent, no matter where he is placed.
Styx will lean back. Yolov, what are your thoughts on Kellenvor? Where do you place yourself on the scale?
I think that I have been awful, just horrid, and that the best way for me to repent is to offer my services.
Objection!
Denied.
I think he'd make a wonderful lily pad if we were to reincarnate him in my style.
He would hate nothing more.
All right, objection withdrawn. I think he should work in your court.
All right. Well, Yolov, if this is what you plea,
I plead guilty.
well, as I look over to the juror's box, with like blinders on to Kellenvor, aren't we all a little bit guilty? I'm going to walk down from the stand and hand him the gavel. Make your call.
You will walk up to the bench. I suppose I'll be a prosecutor. As he slams the gavel down.
How fitting.
Fitting. Nobody, besides maybe one, could do it better.
You see his robes change out from the Azorius blues and change into a well-fitted suit, a tie, and psionic daggers on his belt. Well, suppose I need to go hunt some people down. I mean, prosecute some people.
Same thing, really.
At the end of the day.
I think you would have made a wonderful lily pad.
Thank you.
Well, I guess this means court is adjourned.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
You're so lucky I didn't have the slot for true seeing. I'm just like, what's going on here?
You come back to Yolav's body, gone. And in his seat, just a dagger.
I guess I will grab it.
It is nothing fanciful or magical. It is simply a dagger that has your name in the fuller.
I will put it on my belt.
You have enough daggers. Leo, why were you there?
Room for more. I'm going to just run up and give Styx a hug. And
Aw.
bite. And then let
I'm
him
going to crush
Yeah.
him.
squish me a little bit like, oh, okay. Thank you. And then I'm just going to kind of like, thank you.
I was hanging out to provide some background music with you all, and
You have a good talk with Quill?
it was lovely.
I think they just got drunk.
That's what captains do, yeah.
He went to super heaven.
We tried
I
to,
sent him to
we
super
tried to
heaven.
make drawings of sticks, but I only had green paint.
Great way to pawn off work. Good job.
Ah, that's what I do best. Leo, go make me food.
Funny enough, you just found the person that would enjoy doing it the most.
Poison it is.
Well, I'm still looking to come across Lolax eventually. Came across Zach, who was saying that Lolax won't be there. But
I would like to not make Lolax work anymore, personally.
if I had to guess, he would be Justice. Did I already pull Justice?
I think we could ask him.
With that being said, we've already talked on both forces moving in. Preliminary skirmishes have begun, which you guys already knew about.
Yep.
And there is only one more thing of week 2 that we must take care of, which is Abigail arriving in Guild's Row. We will take care of that at the beginning of next session.
Cult of Raznal?
It's not a guaranteed thing to have happen. It's
Yep.
just a plan we had that
Okay.
we may get to.
Yep, which it sounds like at this pace, you're probably not going to.
We would have to rapid fire the shit out of everything.
Yeah. With that being said, though, 2 virtues acquired, 1 made, 2 talking swords, a piece of another virtue, a necromancer killed, and a mentor laid to rest. Still a pretty damn good session.
Oh.
So, with that, we love you. We'll see you next time.